What's up? Fears! Yeah! That's right. I got my snack. I got my drink. I'm ready to rock and roll. What's up, guys? Fears. Audience. Audience. Fears. What is up? Well, another beautiful day in sunny Florida. It's about 97 degrees out there right now. It's been a pretty good day so far. Work was good. We had about 39,000, so right in the middle, not too bad. Came home, went to sleep, got up, got the old Fears mobile washed, and then came home, had some lunch. I've been watching a little bit more of Duck Dynasty. I'll be honest, I'm really getting into Duck Dynasty. It's a good show. It's definitely a good show. I finished season 5 last night before work, and today I've started on season 6. So, very good show. If you haven't perused it yet, I think you guys should totally check it out. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's open up the chat. Let's get things rolling here. Let's get things rolling. There we go. Yo, Joey! Go Fears, go Fears. Move to the best Fears. Yeah, dude. You're looking trim. I'm trying. I've been losing weight. I've definitely been losing weight. Before I go into work tonight, I'm going to go to the gym again. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Geodudes? Wow. That was a little bit too much information. Geodude says, you know what? There's nothing like a live show, which I will admit. But then he says, well, taking a poop. Leave your bodily functions to yourself, my friend. I'll be honest. Me and Geodudes are friends. But I don't want to hear about his bodily functions. Let's just be honest. Yo, Geodudes! What's up? Yo, Visions! What's going on? Good to see ya. I've been eating healthy. No fast food in quite a long time. So, yeah. So, big shout out to the fans. Yeah, Visions, when you get a chance, I know you just messaged me this like 10 minutes ago. When you get a chance, you have got to watch that fucking movie. Oh my god. Where is it? Hang on. Oh, right here. Oh my god. You've got to watch this. It's hysterical. Oh my god. It is so funny. It's one of those lost gems, you know. I never knew it existed. I pop it in. I was like, holy shit, that's funny. The best guy is like the class clown guy where he's like just fucking with the killer. He's like, what? And he's like on the phone. What? Oh my god, what's a guy to do? An urban legend. Oh, are you going to kill me? He actually does end up getting killed. But I'm not going to tell you how he gets killed, Visions. But yeah, that guy was fucking hilarious. And as soon as you watch it, you're gonna remember this conversation. Go, I guess that was like Fears' favorite character. It is, because he was so damn funny and so dumb in it. He could have got away like 6 or 7 times, and he chose not to. Hilarious. Anyway. Let's see. Geodude says, I mean, to be fair, you share when you step away for a Crohn's dump. Only because I have to. Geodude, I don't, if I didn't have to, I hate interrupting the show. 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 I hate interrupting the sho and getting up. But I was born with Crohn's, you know. You are not. I'm just saying. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying I would not share to another guy, hey, Fears, I'm watching your show while I'm taking a dump. I have no choice because I have Crohn's. But I try to make it as, like, quietly as possible. I'm like, hey, guys, I'll be right back. And the reason why I say it is because if I just got up and left, you guys would be like, well, where the hell did Fears go? You know? So I quietly say, I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom. I go do my business, and then I come on back. Anyway. I just got back from puking my brains out. Well, now I have to ask Joey, why did you puke your brains out? Were you working out and you worked out too hard and then you were just puking, or like what happened? Joey says, I was born with Crohn's. No, you weren't, Joey. I was born with Crohn's would be a good shirt. That would be. That would be. That would be a funny shirt. I was born with Crohn's. That would be. That would be. That would be funny. Everybody already knows that I was born with it, but that would be funny. Anyway, today's topics. I watched a bunch of movies last night. I haven't had a chance to watch the Captain's Summit, so I watched the Captain's Summit. Finally, I'm going to review this. I finally watched Season 5 of Duck Dynasty. This is the complete series, so I'm about halfway through it. So I just started on Season 6 today. And then I finally watched the 1972 version of, the original version of Planet of the Apes. And man, oh man, was that good. And see, now I have to use the restroom now that you guys have been talking about it. So, I'll be right back. And I have to use the restroom. So, just go ahead and study my hat. And I'll be right back. Alright. There we go. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's see. Where did I leave off? To be fair, do you describe your Crohn's dumps? No, I don't. I don't, because that would just be gross. So, yeah. What are you going to do in there? What am I going to do in there? Well, it wasn't number 2. It was number 1. This conversation's getting quite deep. Anyway. Nope, no top 10s today, buddy. No top 10s today. I finally got to watch Star Trek Captain's Summit, which was really awesome, by the way. If you guys haven't seen it, watch it. So I'm going to review this. Season 5 of Duck Dynasty. And then I've never sat down not once, and I finally sat down and watched Planet of the Apes. And this is not mine. I rented it from my library, so at some point I have to return it. But tonight before I go to work, I didn't get a chance to watch the special features, so I'm going to watch the special features. It was a good movie. It was definitely a good movie. I've never seen the remakes at all, so I'm going to try and watch all of the original films first, and then watch the remakes, and then we're gonna do a nerd haul. But I say, let's start off on a good note. I did this nerd haul yesterday, and I didn't have time to do the nerd haul while me and Randall were talking, so I saved the nerd haul for today. So I didn't actually go out and do the nerd haul today. I did it yesterday. I will get to it. It says, what are your thoughts on the new Ghostbusters Frozen Empire? I will get to that in just a second, but I'm going to do a nerd haul first. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a really good day. I've been having a pretty good day. Like I said, work was good. Had only about 39,000, so not too shabby. All right, let's get to the nerd haul. And then I will talk about Frozen Empire. All right. So yesterday... Oh, and by the way, I was in the Discord yesterday, and what's his name? Crackpot called me a hoarder. This just goes to show you that I'm not a hoarder. I took 3 loads of clothes that I did not want anymore to the Goodwill. So that just goes to show you, Crackpot, that I'm not a hoarder. But those idiots are going to talk, and run their mouth. But contrary from popular belief, I'm not a hoarder. A hoarder would be like, oh no, I'll just keep all these clothes that I don't want. That would be the definition of hoarding. But I didn't want those clothes, so I took them away. So I got to Goodwill, dumped off all the clothes. Usually the Blu-rays are a rockin'. Not a lot of Blu-rays. I only found these 2. I've never heard of any of these 2. I've never heard of something called Bridget Jones' Diary. Never heard of that one. And I've never heard of Gone. So tonight, I'm going to watch Gone. And a little bit more of Duck Dynasty. Because this looks more like a romantic comedy. And this one says... this intense action adventure thriller is about a desperate young woman who is forced to go on a hunt alone for a serial killer who she believes has kidnapped her younger sister and must rescue her. And I was like, all right, well, I'll check that out because I've never seen it. But these are the only 2 Blu-rays available at Goodwill yesterday. So normally when they have low Blu-rays, that means they haven't had any like anyone come in and usually it's like when someone's like, I don't want any DVDs anymore, I don't want any VHS anymore, I don't want any Blu-rays or 4K, and they just cash in their movie collection, and that's when Fears cleans up and gets a lot of Blu-rays. But I go in there and there was hardly any DVDs, a shitload of VHS tapes, and then only these 2 Blu-rays. So I was like, well, they're not in my collection. I've never seen them. I've never heard of them. So I'll add them to my collection. Anyway, so there's that. Let's see. A lot of Blu-rays come with paper slip covers that go over the cases with better cover art. I see you don't have any of them in the shelves. Do you throw them away or something? No, that's not true. Look, all these have great cover arts. Some of these don't come like this one. This one's got the cover art and the slip cover. Some of them come with slip covers, John, and other ones don't. But like all these have slip covers. Down here, there's slip covers. I got some of my steel books over here and some of my steel books. And then up here, slip cover, slip covers, slip covers, slip covers, more slip covers right there. Just some of them have slip covers and some of them don't. Like the last time I went to FYE, I got Urban Legend. It didn't have a slipcover. So there it is. And if you look, there's more slipcovers up there. Way on the top shelf, way on this one, way down here. Just not all of them have slipcovers, but a lot of them have slipcovers. But good question. Good question. All right. Moving right along. I got this really cool shirt. You guys know I love Star Trek shirts and I love Star Wars shirts. So I found this for like $1 at Goodwill. Pretty cool. So there it is. And then ever since I was like 5 or 6, I've always loved space. I always wanted to be an astronaut when I was a little kid. Love space, love NASA. Always been curious about it. So I got this shirt. There we are. Alright. Next. I've never even heard of this sitcom. It's like an action-adventure sitcom. Never heard of it. So I'm going to have to watch a trailer of it real quick and react to it for you guys. But I read the back, and it looked really good. It looked like a action-adventure spy sitcom, but I've never heard of it. This must have been on television way before my time. It is in color. I've just never heard of it. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., the complete series. Never heard of it, but I read this description that says, combined a spy story with the Cold War, with the rise of the 60s cool Man from U.N.C.L.E., this intrepid series that became a cultural phenomenon, and that says agents who maintain tongue-in-cheek style as they confront their deadly enemies. So I guess it's like kind of like that spy show, like Get Smart, but it's like half. I looked it up online. It's like half Get Smart, half this, half action adventure thriller, half James Bond. If you mesh it all together, I've never heard of it though, so I can't wait to watch it. But it sounded intriguing. So, and over 10 hours of bonus features. That's what I'm talking about. So I've never heard of it, but it looked hilarious. And it looked pretty cool by the definition on it. So real quick, I want to watch a trailer because I've never even seen a single frame. So give me 1 second, Visions. I'm going to watch this real quick. So, because I'm curious what it's all about. So we'll get a real big picture of what it's about. Let's see. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Trailer. Or actually, I should say The Man from U.N.C.L.E. TV intro. Because I've never seen it, so we shall, let's see. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Season 1 long opening. There we go. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Season 1 long opening TV intro. Alright, here we go. I love these commercials before you actually watch it.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLight. Why don't you just get it fixed? Alright, so what do we do now? Let's schedule an appointment.
Alright, here we go.
In New York City.
Oh, so it said, so not all of this was in color. I guess the first few seasons was in black and white, but it eventually went to color because season 1 is in black and white. All right, fair enough. All right, here we go.
In New York City. On a street in the East 40s, there's an ordinary tailor shop. Or is it ordinary?
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Kind of like an American version of James Bond. That's the feeling. That's the kind of vibes I'm getting so far. So far.
We entered through the agent's entrance, and we are now in UNCLE headquarters. That's the United Network Command for Law and Enforcement.
I was wondering what it stood for. Now I know.
UNCLE is an organization consisting of agents of all nationalities. It's involved in maintaining political and legal order anywhere in the world.
My name is Napoleon Soto. I'm an enforcement agent in Section 2 here. That's operations and enforcement.
I am Ilya Kuryakin. I'm also an enforcement agent. Like my friend Napoleon, I go and I do whatever I am told to.
That guy sounds Russian. He kind of sounds Russian. So, maybe they're working with the Russians. I don't know. I guess I'll find out whenever I watch it. But, so far, so good. Very James Bondy, but like an American spin on it. So far, so good.
By our chief.
Oh, yes. Alexander Waverley, number 1, section 1, in charge of this, our New York headquarters. It's from here that I send these young men on their various missions.
Well, he sounds British, so I guess it's like set up in America, but like, I guess like different parts of the world like help them complete their mission, because the main guy was American, then his sidekick sounded Russian. This guy sounds British. All right. Good intro song. I liked it. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it because I love James Bond. I got the entire James Bond series right there. So if it's anything like James Bond, which it looks like it is, I can't wait to watch it. All right, let's get back to the chat because they're probably wondering where the hell I am. All right. Let's see. Where did I leave off? John says, "Oh, I see them. Not to derail the epic haul, because it is epic." Well, thanks, buddy. But Larry is asking you to call him. That's not going to happen. No, I've kind of had enough of Larry for at least for a while. I'm not going to block him forever, but he needs to learn his place, and he insulted the way I live, and I really don't feel like talking to him right now. So that's not going to happen. Let's see. That's so cool. You can speak British too. I can. Definitely. Well, I think I should be able to, Visions, because I do have British family. So, I wasn't born with the accent. I can portray it, but it would be cool to have the British accent. Alright, let's continue on. And for my trip, if I haven't decided if I'm going to go on a Disney cruise or if I'm going to go to Hawaii, but it's down to one of those two. If I do go on the Disney cruise, this is coming with me. This is quite appropriate. I know for a fact at some point I'm going to go visit my mom and my brother and everybody, but when I come back, I'm going to work for a couple of weeks and save some money and then pick. So I've already told my boss that I want to take 2 vacations, and he was cool with it. So there we are. My favorite guy, right there. Booyah. And that's it. That's the haul. That's all. No, I do want to talk about the Larry situation, but we're going to save it for the very end. Because I've got some stuff to say. And I'm not going to make fun of anyone. But me and Walter had a very good off-air conversation yesterday for about an hour and a half. And he totally understood where I was coming from. So I'm going to save that for the very end. But anyway, let's continue on. Alright. Let's start with... I'm going to start with Planet of the Apes. I've heard of it. I've never seen it up until last night. So I rented it from the library a couple days ago. Last night I watched it. There's only one thing I don't like about it. The opening is kind of... oh, I'm sorry. Corn, I will tell you about Ghostbusters in just a second after I review this. At the very beginning of the film, you see a bunch of astronauts, and they don't really tell you what type of mission they're on. It's just... So I hope I'm not being too nitpicky, but it's kind of important to the story. I liked it. I'm going to give the movie about a 9. But the reason why I didn't give it a 10 out of 10 is because at the beginning of the film, it's kind of confusing. You don't know what type of mission they're on. The main astronaut says, we started our mission in 1972, and then all of a sudden it shows you a clock, like on the wall, and apparently something happened to the ship, and they didn't mean to go this many years into the future. It like takes them 2,000 years into the future. So I guess they woke up when they weren't supposed to, or something happened. So that's why it's kind of confusing. They don't really explain what happens, why, what type of mission they're on. Just as you see him talking about his mission, he says, yeah, so far the mission is good. Can't wait to get back to Earth to see my wife and my kids and blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, well, that's me signing off. So he's like kind of doing a mission log, kind of like Star Trek. He goes to sleep, and then all of a sudden, it's supposed to be like 2,000 years later, and this red light comes on. They all wake up and they're like, oh shit, we slept for too long. But they don't really tell you why that happened. They crash land on this planet, and then all hell starts breaking loose. So, and they quickly find out that, yes, humans still live there, but now this ape-like culture is really hunting the humans for their food source, and they don't understand how this happened, why this happened, what planet they are, and then they find out at the very end that it isn't a planet to be planet. It's not a different planet at all. They find out in the end that it's Earth, just 2,000 years in the future, because the last shot is him walking down a beach, and then he looks, and there's the remains of the Statue of Liberty. And I was like, well, that's a nice little twist. But, so that was my only drawback to the film. I was like, they don't really explain themselves in the beginning of the film. Like, all that stuff I wanted to know. What happened to the ship? Why did they sleep for so long and then wake up 2,000 years in the future? They don't really explain it. It's just, hey, it happens. And I'm like, okay. So, I didn't really enjoy that. But the rest of the film, I definitely enjoyed. So, that's why I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It was very good. It had, what's his name? It's that guy's in it from the Omega Man, which I still have yet to see, but I want to. It's on the list. Charleston, I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Charlton Heston. Hopefully, I said his name right. So, I enjoyed it, except for the beginning where they didn't explain shit. But the rest of the movie, once they get to the planet, then it was good. But I liked it. It was kind of like one of those futuristic movies that I usually love. In all those futuristic movies, either it's an amazing utopia, everything's good, the human race came out all right, or it's a dystopia where everything has gone to absolute shit. And everything is bad. So, yeah. So, it was a little bit of both because there was a sign of hope, but then a lot of the planet was just like terrible, you know? Alright. Corn says, what are your thoughts on the new Ghostbusters Frozen Empire? I saw it. I did see it. I liked it. There were some parts about it, Corn, I didn't like. But most of it I liked. And I'd say one of my favorite scenes out of it is when the college guy goes up into the attic and finds out that's where Slimer's been hiding all these years. And Slimer is in the middle of this massive mound of like candy wrappers and all sorts of shit. And Slimer comes flying out, hits the dude in the face, and he's like slime from head to toe. That was a funny scene. And always the little mini Stay Puft guys are really funny. I hope one day they bring back the massive, like the huge, like the 100-foot Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I don't know how they would bring him back. They brought him back in the cartoon. And Frozen Empire was supposed to be a movie version of an episode out of the real Ghostbusters. They took aspects out of it. They took certain ghosts from a certain episode of the cartoon and put it into this new version of Ghostbusters. So, it wasn't a perfect 10, but I did enjoy it. Like I said, it hasn't came out on Blu-ray yet, so when it does, obviously, because I'm a Ghostbuster fan, I'm going to buy it. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts on it. So, hopefully, they have a bunch of bonus features on the Blu-ray. So, or hopefully I can get the Steelbook of the new Ghostbuster Frozen Empire. I went and saw it in the theater. They had a great. If you guys watched my little vlog of it, I got a steel tin and I got a cool collector's cup, and then I bought another steel tin and I put all of my Blu-rays in that steel tin, and it's on my shelf in my bedroom. So they had some cool merch with it whenever the movie came out, but it definitely wasn't a perfect 10, Corn, but it was a solid 9. Solid 9. I enjoyed it. I mean, let's put it this way. Nothing will replace the first one. The first one, in my opinion, is always the best one. So, yeah. Geodude says that they made a movie version of The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Really? Well, as soon as I answer all of these comments, Jason, I will find the trailer and I will watch that, because I've yet to watch the movie version of U.N.C.L.E. Well, I found that at Walmart the other day. I had never even heard of it. So, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. must have been a TV show way before Fears' time. Probably whenever my dad was younger, my grandfather was younger. That's probably when it came out. because I've never heard of it. I had to step out for a few. We found our outdoor squirrel neighbor in the road and had to give him an impromptu burial. Damn! That's nuts, Visions. Wow. So somebody ran over a squirrel that lives in your neighborhood. Oh, my Lord. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all, buddy. My condolences. Oh, Henry Cavill's in it. Sweet. I already have the Steelbook pre-ordered. Well, Jason, have you ever seen the television show? Have you ever seen this? Because I've never even heard of it. Have you ever seen the television show? It looks cool. See, Jason noticed that pun. It was a pun on a pun on a pun. A squirrel died. A squirrel died. Oh, man, that's nuts. You know? But Vision says, poor little guy. And then I said my condolences, which I did mean. Vision says thank you. No worries. Geodude says Steelbook from Ghostbusters. Oh, okay. Jason, have you seen this though? Have you ever heard of this? Have you ever seen it? It looks really cool. But well, let's just go to Amazon real quick and let's see how much the Steelbook is for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. So let's just have a look here. And then I'll check out the movie version of The Man from U.N.C.L.E. because obviously that came first. So let's see, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, Blu-ray Steelbook. Here we go. Oh, okay, that's not bad. 4K / Blu-ray, $41. So it's $41 on Amazon. Nice artwork on the front. I like it. I like it. Well, that's cool. That's very cool. Then they have a Ghostbusters limited edition Steelbook. Ooh, I'm going to have to get that because I don't have that one. Oh, wow. I have a different Steelbook for Ghostbusters, but I don't have that. I don't have this one. Ooh. Well, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Wow. Well, Jason, I'm going to have to get the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire one, and then I'm going to have to get the limited edition Ghostbuster Steelbook. Nice artwork on that one, too. That one is only $25.99, so that's not bad. That's not bad. Very cool. I like it. I like it. I don't even know when Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, because you said you pre-ordered it. I don't know when it actually comes out. I actually don't know when it comes out, like for the stores, if I'm being honest. I have no idea. So, yeah. Can we get a tour of your closet? Nope. Not yet. I will. The reason why I'm doing so many Walmart visits is because I'm getting rid of all my old clothes that I don't want anymore. And I'm rearranging my closet. So it's kind of a mess right now. I mean, it's not a super mess, but it's kind of a mess. So when I get it all nice and tidy, then I will give you a tour. But until then, I'm going to keep working on it. Alright. So, Jason told me there's a movie version. So, I'm going to have to watch the movie version. Give me 1 second. But yeah, so, Corn, to answer your question, I did enjoy Ghostbusters. Nothing will surpass the first one in my eyes. So, I'm going to give it about a 9. But yeah, about a 9. Alright, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And Jason said that Henry Cavill, that played Superman, was in it. Is it already made, Jason, or did it just come out? Oh, wait. Oh, no. I found it. So they made that one in 2015. Oh, okay. So they made that one in 2015. And apparently they remade The Man from U.N.C.L.E. because there's another cover here with different actors. And so I guess they remade it. Oh, wow. So it seems like they've made it remade it a few times. But I'm watching. I'm going to start with the original version of it. So let's watch this trailer. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. 2015 with Henry Cavill and Armie Hammer. I didn't know they made a movie version. Well, let's watch.
Have you ever felt your heart stop and race at the same time?
I will say, 2015, that's quite a long time ago. You know, Jason said 10 years ago, so yeah. I had no idea that they made it, though. Because I just found it yesterday. Yesterday's the first time I saw it and was like, what the hell is this?
Awarded 3-row Kia EV9.
Kia, movement that inspires.
But that makes sense because this TV show must have been made way before my time. Alright, here we go.
Are they still following us?
Yes.
Is there one of them? Is he looking at us?
What's funny is Henry Cavill is British, and this is an American TV show. He plays he barely plays any British characters. He plays a lot of American characters, and I must say he does put on a great American accent. Like when he played Superman, you can't tell that he's British. So I will give the man props.
Does he have just one hand on the steering wheel? When you hear something that sounds like a gunshot, drive. Nicely done.
We recently discovered the existence of an international criminal organization with ties to former Nazis. Rumor has it they built an atom bomb.
We have no choice but to work together to infiltrate this organization.
We'll leave you to get acquainted. Napoleon Sold.
So far, so good.
The CIA's most effective agent. Ilya Kuryakov.
KGB, the youngest man to join it, and our best within 3 years.
America is teaming up with Russia.
Things could get a little messy. The thing is,
I work better alone. I work better alone too.
okay, I'll let you tag along.
This looks like a prequel. It looks like how those two guys from the television show became partners. That's the vibe I'm getting. I could be wrong, but that's the vibe I'm getting.
How did you get the invitation to my party?
I stole it.
So a spook. I hope the round lasts.
Sometimes. Just never when I'm stealing things. Not very good at this whole subtlety thing, are you?
It'll be like this for 20 minutes. Can't touch.
Don't make me put you over my knee.
So you want to wrestle?
I did not say that.
Shall we? The special agent, you're not having a very special day, are you?
Looks pretty good, Jason. Definitely looks pretty good. I never knew they made a movie version of it, but like I said before, I had no idea about the television show up until yesterday. So, yeah. Looks pretty good. Alright, moving on. So, to finish this, I'd say I have two favorite scenes out of this. I'm going to give it a 9. I definitely didn't like the opening. I definitely didn't like how they just say, hey, it happens. They're here. They don't explain why or how they travel to 2,000 years in the future. They don't really set it up really good. But once they get to the planet, then it starts getting good. So I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I've got two favorite scenes. The shock on his face when he realizes that it's not a new planet, it's Earth. Just 2,000 years in the future. And he sees the remains of the Statue of Liberty sinking in a beach. So I'd say that's probably my second favorite scene. My first scene is when their ship crashes and their ship is flooding with water, and they put a lifeboat in this lake and they take all their supplies and they get to shore and they're trying to figure out where the hell they are. And then eventually they find out very quickly that there's humans on the planet, because they don't know that it's Earth yet. They think it's just some random planet, and they're like, oh wow, humans are on this random planet. All the humans steal all their supplies, and then the battle, and then all the ape-like creatures come out of the woods, and all hell breaks loose. So that first encounter, that's probably my first favorite scene. But 9 out of 10, not too bad, pretty good. I know they made a bunch of sequels, so I can't wait to watch all those other ones, but for the first time sitting down and watching it, I should have watched this movie a long time ago, but I'm glad I finally sat down and watched it. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. On to, I really have been enjoying Duck Dynasty. I just started Season 6 today. I watched a couple episodes before the stream. I finished Season 5 last night. My favorite episode from Season 5 was probably their big reunion, and they had a big wrestling match, and for for the family's entertainment, and they got Hacksaw there. I don't remember that guy, that wrestler. I know he carried a piece of plywood, but I can't remember if his name is The Hacksaw or Hacksaw Ridge or The Hacksaw Ridge. You guys know who I'm talking about. So that's probably my favorite episode. All the other episodes were good, but that was my favorite, so I'm going to rank Season 5 a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It wasn't a perfect season, but solid 8 out of 10. Let's see. That's so weird. I just watched Planet of the Apes. Right, Visions? It's a pretty good film. It's a pretty good film, my friend. I should have watched it years ago. I'm starting to get, my legs are starting to go numb because I sit here for so long, Indian style, so I gotta move around so my legs don't go numb. Anyway, the Captain's Summit, very good. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. This gets a 10 out of 10. And it's not just because I like Star Trek. It's because it's not a movie, it's not a TV show, it's like, it's a 70-minute documentary with these 4 actors, and each time, one of these, I'm sorry, not one of these, all of these guys were captain at some point. So they sat down and reflected, what was it like to be a captain? Can you tell us your favorite episodes? And they basically broke down every single version of Star Trek up until that point when they made it. They broke down their favorite scenes, their favorite episodes. They broke down what Star Trek means to them. It was a really well thought out documentary. I really did enjoy it. It was awesome. Definitely 10 out of 10. If you get a chance, it's called The Captain's Summit. And like I said, it's a 70-minute documentary with William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, Patrick Stewart, and Jonathan Frakes. And it was hosted by Whoopi Goldberg. Because Whoopi Goldberg, if you guys remember, she played Guinan, the bartender, and she was in almost all the Star Trek Next Generation series. And then I think she was in all the Star Trek Next Gen movies. But the only season that she wasn't in was Star Trek Season 1 of Next Gen, but she was in 2 to 7. So, because Guinan and 10 Forward came in on the second season. But it was definitely a good documentary. And if you buy this big box set like I did, you get this nice thing here. This nice cover that goes over it. This, the Captain Summit, and then you get all of the old movies. So far I've reviewed for you guys Star Trek 5 and Star Trek 4. I need to watch number 1, 2, 3, and 6 and review them. So tonight I think I'm going to watch Star Trek 6, and I'm going to watch that Gone movie. So that'll be the reviews for tomorrow. So yeah. So Star Trek 6 and whatever hell that movie is called Gone, because I've never even heard of it. But it looked cool. So we'll see. Watch it. Knowing my luck, it won't be cool. It'll be a piece of crap, but we'll see. Because I've yet to watch it. So yeah. Alright. And last, but certainly not least, I'm going to attempt to not only talk about all this craziness that's been going on the last couple of days, but do it nicely. And I hope I don't get into trouble talking about all this. I hope I don't make things worse. I hope you guys believe me, because I'm kind of confused too on what's going on. But I'll tell you what I know, and hopefully some good can come out of it. Because Visions, no offense Visions said, Fears, I think you like the drama sometimes. And I was like, absolutely not, Visions, I don't. I cannot stand this drama. I really can't. I really cannot stand this drama. I loathe drama. I really cannot stand it. If it isn't Yakov going nuts on me and Randall, then it's Quentin. If it isn't Quentin, now it's Larry. And if it isn't any of those guys, now it's somebody else. I cannot stand this drama. Vision says I'm out of the loop. Well, get ready. I'm gonna catch you guys up. And again, I'm going to do it as nicely as I possibly can, because I don't want to create more drama. And there's a lot of misconceptions about me and a lot of rumors floating around about me, so I'm going to cover that too. Because I'm getting so sick and tired of all these dumb rumors that are around that are not even true. I sat down with Walter, because he was out of the loop, Visions, and he said, Fierce, I'm not trying to piss you off. He goes, do you mind just sitting down with me and just telling me everything? And so I did. I sat with Walter and talked to him on the Discord in a video call for an hour and a half. Or, yeah, at least an hour and a half. If not more. I can't remember. But we talked for at least an hour and a half. And once I told him everything, he was like, wow, Fears, like, that doesn't sound anything like you. And he goes, I'm surprised. I said, Walter, it's because they make up all these rumors about me. I said, I am telling you 100% true what happened. But I did tell him, I said, Walter, I will admit, and I'm willing to admit this to the fans, have I lied before in the past? Yes. Do I lie anymore? No. And the reason why is back in the day, I was so, what's a good word? I don't really have a good word for it, but like, back in the day I was like, they'll never find out. They're just people on the internet, so I'll just lie to them. And boy, did they find out quick. So now I don't lie anymore, you know? And so I told Walter everything from start to finish what's been going on lately. And I told him, and then he said, do you mind if I ask you about some rumors, Fears? And I said, sure. And I set the record straight. And I said, and you can ask Walter, just so you guys know that I'm not lying. So after this stream, message Walter and say, hey, did you and Fears really talk for an hour yesterday? Because I told him the truth about everything. And I said, so Walter, I said, if any of these trolls come up to you and tell you another rumor or a vicious lie about me, you can set the record straight. Walter was just as honest with me. He goes, Fears, I'll be honest with you. He goes, I believe you 100% on what you told me today. He goes, Fears, they're not going to believe me. And I was like, you're probably right, buddy. You're probably right. He goes, but I'll do my best, Fears. And I said, well, thanks, Walter. I appreciate that. He goes, but trust me, Fears, they're not going to believe me. He goes, but, and then he said, but I believe you, Fears, 100% what you told me. I said, I have no reason to lie anymore, Walter. I really don't. So there's that. So I'm going to tell you what I know, and I'm going to open up the Discord, and I guarantee you, I'd bet money on it, after this stream, they're going to be doing a lot of this. I would be astounded if they just listened to me and not, like, commented after this live stream. But hey, there's always a first. I guarantee you they'll say some negativity about me. But prove me wrong. Actually listen to me and take what I'm saying seriously, and then don't have any negative comments back. Prove to me that you can do it. I guarantee you they won't do it, but I would be shocked and astounded if they actually did. But before I get into anything, I don't talk behind people's back. There's been a lot of back chat in the Discord about me. Larry, Tyler, all these other idiots. If I have something against someone, I'm not saying it behind anyone's back. Anyone and everyone can see me talking. I say it out in the open. You know, I don't talk about anyone behind their backs. So I went in there last night, read all of their stupid comments before I talked to Walter, and I said, Walter, half of the shit they're saying, over half of the shit they're saying is complete lies. So yeah. No, Visions, it doesn't have anything to do with me having the last word. I'll be honest, when I was younger, I had to get the last word. Now as an older man, I don't care about having the last word. It has nothing to do with that, buddy. Not at all. Not at all. So I'm going to open up the Discord, and I'm going to just read you the filth that they've said about me. Again, am I saying anything behind anyone's back? No. So they're just immature. So that's the first thing right off the bat. Like I said before, if I have something against you, I will say it either to your face, like when Joey showed up, I let him have it. It turned out good between me and Joey. But at first I said, I really want to talk to you, and I let Joey have it, and I said, I don't think I deserve this, I don't think I deserve that, and I let him have it. And Joey agreed. He goes, you know what, Fears, you're right, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that, and Joey apologized to me. But I don't need a Discord, If you guys know for a fact, you guys can tell, because you guys have been watching me for quite a few years, you can tell when Fears is pissed off, you can tell when I'm happy, and you can tell when I'm like, no, I'm just not into it today. So I have no reason to talk behind anyone's back. If I'm in a mood, or if something's bothering me, I'll just tell you guys right here. I'm like, hey guys, and even before Visions brought this up, I was going to tell you guys everything towards the end, because when Walter said to me yesterday, he said, Fears, I believe you, but they're not going to believe me. I said, well, you know what, buddy? I said, tomorrow, I'll lay it out all on the table, and I'll tell them everything, what's been going on. So, give me a second, because I'm going to open up the Discord. And I guarantee you, I would bet every amount of money that as soon as I'm done with this stream, they're going to be chatting all night about it, and they'll say something negative. But again, prove me wrong. I'll be astounded if they would just listen and take in what I said seriously, and not said anything negative, because saying negative things won't change anything, you know. But you know, they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do. But I would be astounded if after this stream, not one of those persons said anything bad. But we'll see. But because I've tried this before, I've tried to just sit and tell you guys and say, "Hey, I want to clear the air about everything," and sometimes it's helped a little bit, but most of the time, I've sat here for an hour or two and said, "This is what's true. This is what's not true. This is a rumor. This is not a rumor." All of it, and 11 times out of 12, it never helps. You know, they're just like, "Yeah, whatever. Fierce is lying again," and I'm like, "I'm not lying." So yeah. So give me 1 second, and I'm going to open up the Discord. And I'm not putting anyone on blast. I'm just going to read exactly, verbatim, what they've said about me. Not days and days and days. Just within the last couple of days, I'm going to read you exactly what they said, and I'll debunk everything. Because when I told Walter the truth about tons of stuff, he's like, "Oh wow, Fierce." He goes, "That's interesting. I heard it another way." And I was like, because they make shit up about me. And they always make me out to be the bad guy, and I'm not. Like, before I open the Discord, I'll debunk something real quick. So the other day, I told you guys about me going to the convention. Walter said, "Oh yeah, Fears, I gotta ask you about something." And I said, "Yeah, go ahead." And he goes, "Yeah, someone told me that you stole something from the convention." And I was like, "That's 100% not true." And I said, "Walter, do you want to hear what really happened?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, they twisted the story around." I said, "Before I got to the convention, one of my friends, not me, listen, open up your ears, not me, one of my friends that is a vendor, before I got to the convention, someone, I don't know who, someone stole something off his table. I get to the convention, I guess after it happened, and I met up with Jeff. Me and Jeff talked for about an hour. I went around. I bought the hoverboard. And towards the middle, I said, "Oh, hey, it's the guy that I always do that Pretzels song with, my friend Bill." I went up to Bill. I was like, "Hey, Bill, what's going on?" And Bill's like the nicest guy ever. He usually comes with his wife, his daughter, and his son, because it's a family business that they run. Bill owns a toy store, and he sells his toys at Jeff's convention. Went up to Bill. I was like, "Hey, Bill, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a while." And he was like, "Oh, hey, Fears, what's going on?" He goes, "I haven't seen you in a couple of conventions." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, my grandma passed away, so I said, I kind of had to skip a bunch of conventions." I said, "And I just haven't had time to come." I said, "I've been working a lot." I said, "Plus," I said, "the last one was in Jacksonville, and I didn't feel like driving 3.5 hours to Jacksonville." So I said, "That's why I've missed a few." I could tell something was up with Bill's face. He was a little happy, but I could tell he was a little sad. So I said, "Hey, man, what's been going on with you?" He goes, "The convention started off with a bang." And I said, "Oh, what do you mean by that?" And he goes, "I had my daughter and my wife watch my booth. I went to the bathroom, and he said, when I came back, he goes, my wife said that she couldn't find some merch." And so apparently what happened is, I guess when he went off to the restroom, and whenever his wife and his daughter's back was turned, somebody must have walked by and grabbed something off. And I said, "Really?" I said, "Someone stole something off your table." And he goes, "Yeah, Fears, you weren't even here yet." And so I told that story to Walter, and Walter said, "Oh, well, they told me that I heard that they said you stole." I said, "Oh, well, of course they said that, Walter." I said, "They're going to make me out to be the bad guy." I said, "That happened even before I even got to the convention." So it happened before I got to the convention. So it couldn't have been me. And it wasn't me, because I wouldn't steal something from my friend. But I said, "Walter," they always make me out to be the bad guy. And he goes, "Yeah, Fears," because I heard in the Discord that they said that you stole something. I said, "I didn't steal anything from the toy convention, not at all." I said, I went there. I said, I filmed for a little bit. I talked to Jeff for about an hour or two. I said, I hung out with my friend Bill. I bought some stuff, and then I left. And that's exactly what happened. And that's the story that Bill told me. So you guys can believe me or not believe. So that's the first thing I want to debunk. But that is the honest-to-God truth. And Walter said, well, I believe you, Fears. So I hope my loving and loyal fans would believe me too. So someone stole something off his table, but it sure as hell wasn't me. Because again, Bill's my friend. Bill has been in many of my vlogs. He's the guy that always, he's obsessed with pretzels. I didn't come up with the pretzel song, Bill did. And then I just started singing the pretzel song with him, and I thought it was hilarious. Bill's a good guy. I would never steal anything from him. So that's the first thing I want to debunk. Alright, now I'll open up the Discord and I'll read all the stuff, because they were telling a whole bunch of rumors in there the other night, and I was like, I'll debunk all these. It's just ridiculous that I have to do this. It's so ridiculous. And I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on with Larry, guys. I don't know, because of this accident, I don't know if they've got him on pain pills or whatever. He's kind of lost his mind. He has been talking crazy for the last couple of days. And I don't say that to make fun of Larry. I have nothing against Larry, but he's just been saying all this crazy stuff, and that's why it got very, he was freaking me out. It was a little weird, I'll be honest. He was making me feel weird, uncomfortable, saying that I live in a fantasy world, which is completely untrue, you know. So I'll walk through each one with you guys, but I was like, I need to separate this negativity out of my life for a while. I do plan on unblocking Larry, but he's got to calm down, because he's really not freaking me out. He's acting very weird. And that's the nicest way I can possibly say it. And I'm not trying to make fun of him at all. So, yeah. So, let me just open this real quick. Let me see here. So let me go back a little bit, because I don't really know what happened to Larry. Nobody knows. All I've heard, and I'm being honest, Scout's honor, all I've heard is that he had to go in for emergency surgery for some reason. That's all. I asked Walter. He had no idea. I asked Visions. Visions had no idea. I've asked other people, and nobody knows why he had to go into emergency surgery. I have no idea why. And so it's a big mystery. So let me read you some of the vile crap they've been saying. Because it's vile. It's disgusting that they think they can just get away with anything they want. Again, I don't talk behind people's back. I'm saying this out in the open. You know, it's ridiculous. So here we go. So Crackpot didn't believe that. Here's the first one that I want to debunk. He said, that authenticity card that I got with the hoverboard, it's fake. I never once said that the hoverboard is real. The autographs are real on it. The guy gave me all the paperwork with it. So I never once said, not one time, "What's up, Walter?" Walter, I hope you don't mind. I've been telling everybody what we chatted about yesterday. So you guys can ask Walter after the show. Walter, did we or did we not have a conversation that lasted about an hour last night? We did. We did. So, Crackpot has always been negative. So I don't know if he's jealous that I got a real signature. I don't know. But you guys are more than welcome. I will show you the card again. I asked the guy. So the board is not real. It's a reproduction. It's a cool replica, though. I never once said that the board was real. Not once. I said, oh, that's a cool prop. And at first, when I was at the show, I didn't even see until he told me that it was signed. I said, oh, wow. I said, a hoverboard. Cool. I said, how much do you want for it, man? He said, well, he goes, this is kind of expensive. It's signed. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, signed by who? He showed it to me. I was like, oh, my God. Tom Wilson, the guy that played Biff. That's cool. And then and he goes, oh, that's not even the half of it. He said, at the top, Marty. And I said, oh, man. I said, I have to get that. I feel like I got a pretty good deal. He said he bought, I'm just going by what this guy said. He said he bought it in an auction, already signed, for $2,000. And he wouldn't tell me why he couldn't sell it for the same price. So he said, I'm asking $450 for it. And I got it down, probably because it isn't real. Probably because it's a replica. That's probably why. But he said, the signatures are real on it. He showed me the card. He gave me all the paperwork with it. And so I got him down to $250. I can show you guys the card again. The hoverboard, it's not real. The signatures are 100% real. There's a picture of Michael J. Fox on the card signing it. I don't know how much more real you can get by that. You know? So, if you guys want me to show it to you again, I will. Here it is. That is Michael J. Fox. Read it. Autograph Back to the Future hoverboard. And I'll zoom in on him. That is him. You can read all the stuff on the back. Why would I lie about that? Why would I lie about it? So, that is 100% real. He kept telling me yesterday, oh, it's fake, Fears. You got gypped on it. I didn't get gypped on it. I don't even care that the hoverboard is real. I would have loved to gotten a real hoverboard, but it's so cool that it's signed by both those guys because I love that movie, and I've never met those guys. So to get an autograph, yeah, it's cool, but I much rather would have liked to have met Michael J. Fox. Maybe I will one day. I know he does conventions, but so yeah. Walter, real quick, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Did we not have a conversation yesterday? Here we go. He says, Fears called me yesterday informing me of all what's going on. I've been out of the country all week and didn't look at YouTube once. So yes, we did talk. Thank you. I appreciate you confirming that, Walter, because for some reason the trolls don't believe me. No, I never once said that. I never once said that it was screen used. No, that's a lie. I never once said that. Not once. Not once. So the signatures are real. So Crackpot, you can eat my shit. It's real. So you can say whatever the hell you want, but I just had to debunk that right away. So let me move right along. Larry says, a good friend would tell Fears the truth. Nobody likes his content. That's not true. Not everybody likes my content, and I know that. I've told people, if you don't like my content, you don't have to watch. But there are legitimate people that like my content. And then he says, nobody likes his content. Nobody cares about what he buys or what he watches. Nobody cares what movie he watches. A true friend would give him the tough love and tell him he's living in a fantasy land, which I don't understand what he means by that. I'm a pretty level-headed person. I know that I'm not special. I'm just a regular guy from Missouri and the reason why I moved to Florida is because I have great memories of all the vacations that me and my family took, and it's a lot warmer than Missouri, and I thought, man, I'm getting sick and tired of the cold. Where's a cool place to live? Oh, I know, Florida. So I looked online and I got a job, and I live in Florida and I work in Florida. So to me, I live in a pretty good reality. So Larry, you can say it until you're blue in the face. I don't live in a fantasy world. Is my life perfect? No. Is my life good? Yes, I would say my life is pretty good. And the reason why, if I'm in good health, which I am, I will admit I'm a little bit overweight, but I'm still in good health. I went to the doctors a couple months ago, and my doctor said, you're 100% in good health, Fears. You just need to lose a little weight. And I said, fair enough, doc. That's why I cut out soda. That's why I've been eating more fruit and vegetables. I've been trying to go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I need to work up to it. I've been going at least 3 times a week. I've been walking every day. After this stream, I'm going to go for a walk. I walk around the edge of my property. I talk to my mom twice a week. To me, I feel like this is all normal things that people do. I don't live in a fantasy world. If I lived in a fantasy world, I'd be like, I'm a warrior, and I'm going to jump on a unicorn and go on an adventure. That's living in a fantasy land. Do I do that shit? No. To me, I feel like, and I'm not singling anyone out, I'm just so sick and tired of all these fucking rumors, all this drama, all this bullshit. It gets exhausting. And I told Walter this, and he goes, Fears, I get it. I understand. So, and Walter, I even said what you told me. I said, I before you came in, I told him, hey, Walter, if anyone tells any rumors, would you be a pal and say, hey, no, I heard the truth from Fears. And I will quote, Walter said, Fears, I 100% believe you, but they're not going to believe me. And I said, it's worth a try, buddy. And Walter can confirm it. I said that. But I don't live in a fantasy world. The only 2 things that I don't like about my life, and this is the truth, is I don't like that I haven't found a woman yet and married, because I would like to get married and have some children. And I don't like that I have to deal with all this troll shit. And I told Larry that. Those are the only 2 things that are not good in my life. As long as you're healthy and have food in the fridge and a job and a roof over your head and good friends and good family, to me, you're doing pretty good. And that was the thing that I had against Larry. He said he made fun of the people in my life, and he made fun of how I live my life. Do I tell any of you how to live your life? The answer is no. Because I do care about my fans, but I don't have the right to tell you guys how to live your life. Larry does not have the right to tell you guys how to live your life, let alone me. So I didn't like that. And people think that just because they can hide behind their keyboards, they can say whatever the hell they want about my life in my chat. And that's why, I hate to say it, nobody likes getting timed out, nobody likes getting blocked, but sometimes it becomes too much for me to handle. That's probably why they invented the block button and the timeout button, and it gets too much sometimes, and that's why. Do you guys think I like timing people out? No, I don't. I wish everybody could get along. Oh, do I wish. And I'm being straight up honest with you guys. Straight up honest. 100%. I'm not lying about anything. Do you think I like blocking people? No, I don't. I wish everybody could get along. I really do. I really do. Because it's so stressful. It really is. It is so stressful to deal with this stuff. Alright, moving right along. But to me, I don't live in a fantasy world. Tyler says, man, I'm so sorry. You finally figured out what the rest of us know, Larry. Fears is a lost cause. Again, that's not true. There's no helping him. You might as well just sit back and laugh at his as he blunders his way through life. I'm sorry to say, Larry, you did the ultimate sin in Fears' eyes. You held a mirror up to him. Not really. Now you're going to be permanently on his shit list. That's not true. I have nothing against Larry. So, Tyler, you're a fucking idiot, and you're wrong. I'm only going to block Larry temporarily, because I want things to cool down. So I just got rid of him for a while. But he's not going to be, because I have nothing against Larry. And then he says, because you reminded him how sad he really is. And then Larry said, well said, my friend. See, this is what I'm talking about. They're so immature to talk behind someone's back. but I won't be watching him much. It's sad to see a person waste their life. Again, I'm not wasting my life. I go to work, I work on my content, I visit my family. To me, I'm not wasting my life. And again, I don't tell people how to live their life. And then Larry says, I hope Fierce knows dyeing his hair doesn't change the person he is. I've never dyed my hair, not once. I can tell you what that is. Here's my natural hair color. For some reason, whenever I put gel in my hair, maybe it's because of the shine of the gel, I always wet my hair down before I go to a show. I wet my hair down, I put the gel in, I comb it real nice, or I do my spikes sometimes, and it does look a little black for some reason. I don't know if it's because of the gel or the shine, but I have never once in my life, I told Walter this too, I've never once in my life ever dyed my hair. Look, I've got gray in my hair. Right there. I've got gray hairs coming out. No dye whatsoever. Not at all. So again, I don't know where they're getting these rumors, but I have not dyed my hair ever. Ever. It's ridiculous. All right, let's continue on. Let's see here. Let me scroll down here. And again, I know exactly their go-to move. I'm going to debunk all these, and then, maybe not right away, as soon as the stream ends, oh, Fears is full of shit, you know, well, he exposed us, and then they're going to say a bunch of terrible shit after the stream, instead of actually listening to what I said. Because when I told Walter, oh yeah, Walter, they twisted the story around about what happened at the convention. I've never stolen anything from a convention. What do? They heard me tell that story about my friend Bill getting some of his merch swapped off of his table. Immediately they're like, oh, I know, I got an idea. I'll just turn it around and make Fears the villain like we always do. I didn't steal anything from Bill. You know? And maybe next time when I go to a convention, I'll get Bill on camera and put it in the vlog and say, Bill, people thought I stole it. Why don't you tell the story of what happened? And he'll say the exact same thing. You know, somebody swiped some stuff off of his table. But they always make me out to be the bad guy. Always. And it's ridiculous. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Larry says, Fears got ripped off at a convention. Not really. Not really. And then he goes on about the seller, and I got a fake authenticity card. It's not fake. I got paperwork with it. It's not fake at all. So, yeah. And then Larry threatens me and says, Fears, it would have been easier to just let me speak. This would have been over. The reason why I didn't let Larry speak is because he made fun of how I live, and he insulted the people in my life. And he was trying to convince me that the trolls are good people. They're not. They fuck with people's lives. I'm going to do a Fears quote. Get that through your thick fucking skulls. I did say that as a joke, but I also meant it. They do not care about me. They don't care about Randall. They don't care about you guys. I hate to say it. All they care about is making people's lives a living hell. And I can confirm it. They've been at me and Randall's throats for years. Randall called me the other day and said, Fears, what are you doing right now? I said, well, I just woke up from a nap. And then I told Randall about all the shit that happened with me and Larry. And he goes, oh yeah, Fears, I know. He goes, they're having a go at me. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, Yakov and Quentin and all those other idiots in my Discord, which is not really Randall's Discord to begin with. Randall doesn't even want that Discord. Someone took it upon themselves to make a Randall Discord against Randall's will. And I said, well, what are they doing to you in there, Randall? And he said, Yakov's doing his old classic, making fun of people's religion, which is the most hypocrite thing he could do. He's a narcissist, he's a fucking asshole, and he's the biggest hypocrite piece of shit I've ever met in my life, Yakov. He'll make fun of everyone else's religion But if you say one thing about his religion, oh no, I'm this almighty Baptist Christian. I'm the almighty. I'm so wonderful. I'm so perfect, you know? And I'm like, well, Randall, that's his go-to thing. He makes fun of everybody else. Same thing with Quentin. They love you, and then they hate you. They do this flip-flop shit. I said, Randall, it's impossible to have a conversation with those idiots. And Randall was like, what do you mean, Fears? I said, because no matter what you say, they'll either flip-flop it, create drama, or do a combination of both. They want you to get angry at Randall. You know, that's why I don't give Yakov any more chances. I don't give Quentin any more chances. Tyler's another one, you know, because I'm about to read something. Tyler, a little further down, said that I never even cared about Larry. I never even asked how he was doing, which is a total fucking lie, because as soon as Larry came on the other day, what was the first thing I asked him? I said, hey, Larry, I said, how have you been? How have you been doing? How you been feeling? And Larry asked all that. If I ask all those questions, that means that I care about somebody. Now, it would have been, I wouldn't have cared if I wouldn't have asked any of those questions. But right when Larry came in, I said, hey, man, how you been? What you been up to? Have you been healing good? All that stuff. Why? Because I actually care about Larry. Do I want Larry to die? No. Do I want Larry to get healed up quick? Yeah. And I don't even know what happened to him. I have no idea. So if anyone can find out what happened, I would appreciate it, because I have no idea. You know, nobody in the community knows what's going on. And it's a shame, because not just me, other people want to know what's been going on about him. Oh shit, I accidentally closed the Discord. Hang on. Give me 1 second. So I don't know what it is. It's a big mystery. Give me 1 second. I didn't mean to close the Discord. It's a big mystery on what actually happened to him. So yeah. I mean, but is he okay? I hope he's okay. From what he told me, he said he's okay, you know? But I didn't like that Tyler said that, because I did ask about him. I said it right to Larry's face when he was in the in the show. Let's see, where did I leave off? And it just makes me sick that I have to debunk all this shit. Just like I said yesterday, Tyler, it is such a mind-numbing experience. Like, all they care about is making people's lives miserable. It's disgusting that they think they can do and say whatever the hell they want. You know? And I don't hide behind anyone. I don't, like, they hide in those Discords and say whatever the fuck they want, and it's just disgusting. So, yeah. Larry says, you can basically ask Fears or others. Basically, Fears won't listen to me. He lives his life in a fantasy. He's lost in life. He also bought a bunch of fake shit from a convention. Again, not true. Those signatures are real. So, I don't care whether you guys believe me or not. It's the truth. And I'm not saying that to my loyal fans, because my loyal fans believe me. Thank God. It would really suck if no one believed me. But I have no reason to lie. You know? Oh, it's ridiculous. Let's see. Then Walter said, well, I'm interested in hearing more. Then this is what I responded to Larry. I said, Larry, I said, you seem to have forgotten. The first thing I asked you the other day, I asked how are you? How you been feeling? Are you doing okay? So you saying I don't care is a lie, which it is. I said that immediately when he came into my live the other day. And I'm sure someone's got the live saved. I took it down. But if whoever has the live, watch it back. I say it right when he comes in. And then I said, I don't have anything against you, Larry. I really don't. I don't have anything against Larry. And then I said, I do hope you recover very quickly. That's the truth, because it is. And I said, despite all the crap that you have said about me in your last few messages in here, have a good day. Because it was a bunch of bullshit, what they were saying behind my back. Excuse me, I have to resituate. My legs are getting numb. And then I said, and then here's what Tyler said. Fears, we all saw the stream. You flipped on Larry because Larry said he wasn't dumb. That's not true. He said, you're tricking no one. Again, I'm not trying to trick anyone. And then he says, you went absolutely berserk on him for no reason. No, there was a reason I got mad. And I'm going to tell you guys the reason. So not Walter. So Tyler can finally shut his fucking mouth. He probably won't. But Tyler, you are 100% wrong. Yes, I did get mad at I keep saying Walter. Excuse me, Walter. Yes, I got mad at Larry, but for a reason. I got mad that he said I was living in a fantasy world, which I'm not. I'm a pretty fully functional guy. I don't live in a fantasy land. All I do is I go to work, come home, pay my bills, go to sleep, watch the occasional movies, do some lives, edit videos, hang out with Randall when I can. That's pretty normal stuff that people do. So yeah, but the reason why I got mad at him is he said I was living in a fantasy land and he made fun of the people in my life and he made fun of how I live my life. Which I don't think, to me that's crossing a line. And I was like, and he wouldn't let me get a word in, like he was determined. Fears, I'm determined, shut up! Like I just want an hour to tell my miracle story and yada 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 yada. And I'm like, Larry. I keep saying Walter. Excuse me, Walter. Larry has went off the deep end. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was because he almost died. I don't know if it's because he's going through a rough time. I sympathize for Larry. I really do. I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you guys the honest to God truth. I'm being 100% real with you guys. And whether people in the Discord believe me or not, I swear on my father's grave, all of this stuff I told you guys is the honest to God truth. So those are the reasons why I got mad at him. I got mad at him because he said stuff that wasn't true about me. Because I was like, that's 100% not true. I'm like, I don't live in a fantasy world. I said, people do like my content. Now, does everyone like my content? Obviously not, because I've got trolls. But some people actually give a damn about my content. They like my content. They care about me. And I could list off a few people. I know for a fact Visions likes my content. And he cares about me. We're buddies. We're friends. Walter cares about me. Now Joey does, because now we reconciled and we're friends. So, and I'm sure there's others, but I'm just saying Jason likes my content. So I agree. Not everyone likes my content, but a lot of people like my content. It's just ridiculous. So Tyler, I did not flip out on him for no reason. There was good reason. Made fun of the people in my life, which really upset me because I've got great friends and family. I love my friends and family, and I love my church family, and I love all my loving and loyal fans. I've got great support systems all over the place. So, it wasn't just one thing. It was him saying, I got mad at him saying I live in a fantasy world. He made fun of how I live my life, which is not anything big. It's not anything exciting. I live my life. I'm a pretty normal guy. And how I live my life, and he made fun of the people in my life. So, to me, that crossed a line, and I said, I'm done with this conversation. I said, because you guys know that I do not put up with any drama. At 40 years old, I shouldn't have to. It's so ridiculous that I have to put up with this shit. So that's why I try and block out all negativity. Again, I'll give you another example. Right off the bat yesterday, I thought, oh, okay. I'm like, LC's my friend. I'll go in his Discord, and I said, not everyone in that Discord is an asshole. So I said, for the people that like me in that Discord, I'll upload some pictures of what I bought. So I went to the Lego section, because heaven forbid I put it in the wrong section, because I know the first person that would have said something, Quentin would have said, man, you put it in the wrong spot, Fears, because he always does that shit. And I uploaded a picture, And I this is exactly what I said. I'm on the picture right now. So I uploaded the picture, and I said, got some pretty sweet Lego figures at the convention, Heroes and Villains collectibles, not part of any set, just found some cool loose figures. Perfectly fine. No one said not one thing. But then when I uploaded the hoverboard, oh God, did they have a lot to say. So I'll read you exactly all what they said. So I uploaded the first picture, and I said, Convention Hall, Heroes and Villains collectibles. Jeff's shows are pretty awesome. No one said anything about that. Then I uploaded a closer picture of the movie props, which were not real, and I never said they were real. They're replicas. The signature is real on. That's the only thing that is real. I said closer pictures, LC. And I said they were pretty cool finds to add to my collection. Again, right off the bat, Crackpot Jenkins, or whatever the hell his name is, he's never tried to be a nice guy. Right off the bat, he comes in with negativity. Garbage with a side of junk. So I just decided to turn his negativity into a joke. And I responded with, one man's junk is another man's treasure. And he said, the hoverboard is trash, and some dude just scribbled some names on it, on some 3D printing. It's not 3D printing, by the way. And Michael J. Fox. It wasn't just some dude, it was Michael J. Fox. And he said, you just paid hundreds of dollars for recycled plastic. Again, it wasn't 3D printing. So, nobody ever gives fears a chance. But if you watch, other people upload their nerdy hauls in there, and it's always positivity. But anytime I upload something in there, immediate hate, which is ridiculous. But I've seen the dude will upload some stuff in there. It's all nice stuff. Why? Because they actually like him. They never even give me a chance. Never. They never give me a chance. It's ridiculous. That's why I left. I come in there every once in a while to check out what's going on. But that's the reason why I left, because anytime I was in there, and guess what? As soon as I left, Larry called me one day and said, hey, Fears, now they're on me. I said, well, of course, Larry. They like to bounce to, different people. If I'm in there, they'll make fun of me. As soon as I'm gone, they're like, oh, well, we don't have him as a punching bag. Oh, so we got to make fun of someone else. So they started on Larry. And then Larry wasn't in there for a while. Randall called me a couple days ago. Hey, Fears, now that you're gone, now Yakov, Quentin, all these other idiots are on me. I said, exactly, Randall. They like to jump to other people. Who was their punching bag before me? Tommy. As soon as they find somebody else, I guarantee you they'll get off of me and start punching on somebody else. That's how pathetic these idiots are. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But I'm telling you guys 100%. I'm reading it verbatim, what he said in there. So then I wrote, again, another man's junk is another man's treasures. So celebrities really did sign it, which they really did. Then, of course, Yakov comes in. You would like another man's junk, wouldn't you, gay boy? Again, call me gay. I'm not gay whatsoever. And then he says, Crackpot says, dude, it's fake. You got played. The signatures are not fake. I'll give him that. The board is. It's a reproduction. The signatures are not fake at all. So I don't care what they say. It's real. I have paperwork to confirm it, and I have that authenticity card. And the guy bought it at an auction. And so then I wrote to Yakov, so funny I forgot to laugh, and I said, not fake at all. I said, but whatever you want to believe, because at that point I was sick and tired of arguing with Crackpot because he's a fucking idiot. And he says, it's the reality of the situation, Fears, not something I believe, it's just facts. It's not facts. He wasn't there. He doesn't know what the fuck happened. They just make this shit up in their mind. Or they take a story and twist it for their sick fucking pleasure. It's just ridiculous. So I'm glad I'm getting it all out. It's kind of like therapy. I love debunking all this shit. And I said that sarcastically, which means I don't really want to debunk all this shit, because it's a waste of my time. But maybe if people hear the honest-to-God real truth, I hope this actually does some good. Again, I'm not trying to make it worse. That's the last thing that I would want to do. That's the last thing I would want to do is make it worse. So I don't know if all this debunking and telling you guys the entire situation will help. I hope it will. It probably won't, but I hope it does. I really do. So let's go back. So Tyler said, we all saw the stream fears, you're not tricking anyone. And so I responded to Tyler, said, not trying to fool or trick anyone. This is what is really funny about this, not trying to trick anyone. You and others like to create drama, which they do. That's 100% true. And it seems like Larry does too now. I said, he and you and others are immature. To write something about someone in a Discord negatively is immature. And then I said, I read all of his nasty comments in here about me. Did I do that to you guys? No. I said, if I have a problem, I will say it to their face like a man. I'm saying it out and open. I have nothing to hide. I'm not going to go into a Discord and type it. I'll say it, because you guys know me. If something's bothering me, I'll say it either to their face, like I said it to Joey when he came over to my house, or I'll say it on a live, because I have nothing to hide, and I'm not a bitch that sits in a Discord and types it behind someone's back. I'll say it straight up. And I'm not mad at all today. Am I frustrated? Yes, because I want this shit to stop. I want all this shit to stop. I want all these rumors about me, and I'll get to them, in a minute. But I'm just reading all this crap so you guys can fully understand the story. So then I said, no, if I have a problem, I'll say it to someone's face like a man. But you guys like to hide in here and say whatever you want. It's pretty sad. What do you think about it? Oh, God, it's really sad. I said, yes, I got mad at him for insulting my life and how I live. I've said that many times. And he thinks he knows me by watching me. That's another thing. People think they know me. I'll admit, you guys know some things about me, but you don't know how I live my life. You don't watch everything about me. You don't know every little microscopic detail behind the camera. So when I said that, I meant Larry. Larry doesn't know how I live my life. He doesn't know. He's only met me once. So yes, you know a little. You guys know a lot about fears, but do you know the whole picture of fears? No, you don't. And I don't mean that to insult anyone, but it's the truth. And I barely know anything about you guys. You guys probably know more about me than I know about you. Now, a few people that I've gotten to be friends with, yes, I know a little bit about them, but other people, I don't know who's watching. But because people think they watch me, they think, hey, we should tell Fears how to live his life. We know Fears. Yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that. And I'm like, these people don't know, like me, the whole picture. That's what I was trying to say. So then I said, so yes, I got mad, but it was for a reason. It was for a reason. So to debunk what Tyler said, oh, Fears, you got mad at Walter for no apparent reason. No, there was a reason. So I said, yes, I got mad, but it was for a reason, but you people see only what you want to see. Yeah, people do that. That's why they twist stories around and they make rumors up about me, because they want to create drama, and they don't want to actually listen to me. They actually want to just make up rumors and create all this drama bullshit. It's ridiculous. I said, I did in fact ask Larry how he was doing and if he's okay. Watch the stream back. I did. I would not want him to die, and that is why I asked him right away how he was doing after his surgery. I don't even know why he had surgery, and it's none of my business. It really is none of my business what happened to Larry. I hope he's okay, but I kind of would like to know what happened. I don't know. Nobody knows what happened, but if anybody finds out, please tell me. So then I said, I don't even know why he had surgery. It's really none of my business. I do hope he's okay, and I hope he recovers quickly, and I 100% mean that. Do I want Larry to die? Do I want Larry to get hurt even more? No, I don't. Do I want any of this drama to happen? No, I don't. And so then I said, I will say it again, I have nothing against Larry at all, which I don't. I have nothing against Larry. But you see what's happened, Larry, and it's a lie if you deny it, Larry, because I'm reading it word for word. You and your little idiot friends in there have said stuff behind my back which didn't need to happen to begin with. But again, did I say anything behind your guys' back? No, I'm saying it right to your face, Larry. So let's see. And then Larry, after all of that, said, well, you should have just let me talk, be a man for once in your life. What does that even mean? I am a man, Larry. I am. I don't know what the hell is wrong with Larry. I don't know if he's saying all this because he's going through a hard time, and maybe he is. You know, whenever I went through my surgery, you know, it took me a long time to recover. So, Larry, if all this is because of your surgery and you're having a hard time, I'm sorry, but don't take it out on me. So then that guy in the chat, his name is El Homo, he says, I'm so confused, I thought Larry and friends were homies. What happened? I thought we were friends too. And then Larry just freaked out. And I think this all stems, and I told Walter this, and Walter, you can confirm this, as if anyone thinks I'm lying. I said this to Walter last night. I said, Walter, do you know where I think this stemmed from? And he said, what, Fears? I said, I think it stems from a couple of weeks ago. Larry was just, before his surgery, was just going nuts in my chat. And again, I'm going to say this, and I 100% mean it. Do I like to time people out? No. Do I like to block people? No. But sometimes it gets overwhelming, and I don't know what to do. I'm like, this guy's going nuts in my chat, this guy's going nuts in my chat, and then I don't like people making fun of my friends, my family, and people, I hate to say it, but Quentin, Adam Bachidi, all these other idiots, sometimes they immediately come in and say stupid comments in my chat, and which leads me no choice to block them. And I think this all stemmed from Larry was going nuts in my chat. I think it was about a month ago when all this shit started. And I was trying to do my show, and I was like, I don't think Larry will get mad if I just time him out. I just timed him out for a little bit. And I told Walter, I said, look at the timeline, Walter. I said, first I time him out. Then 2 weeks later, he magically went into the hospital, and now he's pissed off at me. I think it all stemmed from me timing him out. And if it is, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of in my life. I hope it really isn't that. If it did stem from that, Larry, grow up. Like your own words. Be a man. Wow, I timed you out. Who fucking cares? Now again, I don't know if it did stem from that, but I told Walter yesterday, I said, I think it did. Because everything was all fine and dandy until I timed him out. And that was the first time I timed out Larry. And then all this bullshit started. And it would be unfortunate if this entire thing started over a timeout. So let me go back to this. Let's see. El Homo said, I'm so confused. I thought Larry and Fears were homies. What happened? Crackpot said, same. I must admit something. If they're saying I missed something, I really missed something. I don't really know what happened. El Homo says, I know Larry had a near-death emergency surgery. Beyond that, I'm lost. So am I. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I'm being 100% honest. Larry Tate said, just trying to help out a friend, but the tough love he can't handle. It has nothing to do with tough love, Larry. Not at all. It has to do with you acting incredibly weird, and then you get into some life or death surgery, and I'm glad you're okay, but if all your confusion or all your hurt is over this timeout, then I apologize, man. But the reason why I block people and time people out is sometimes it gets too overwhelming and I can't handle it. And I'm sure mostly everybody in the chat will understand where I'm coming from. Because I don't want people to think I'm a bad guy, because guess what? I'm not a bad guy. To me, I like being John Fears. I like who I am. So, for anyone that's watching, I promise you, They make me out to be this horrible guy, but I'm not. I'm actually a really nice guy, you know? And I'm sure Walter and other people can confirm it. People that actually sit down, talk to me, will find out that I'm a very nice guy, you know? It's just a shame that I have to do all this. So, yeah. And then Crackpot says, I really wish he would treat his friends as that. Friends. Sorry to hear. Again, Crackpot has no idea what he's talking about. Oh, and then Crackpot said that I don't have any friends, which is completely untrue. Hey, Crackpot, Jason's my friend from college. Me and him are friends. Is Randall my friend? Randall's been my friend since 2007. My best buddy, Eric, I've known him since the end of 8th grade. I have friends. I get along with them. But because they don't see that, but all they see is this, right here. But, so it's just Crackpot making shit up. I have friends. I consider Walter, Joey, Vision's friends. Yeah, but I'd say Randall and LC's my friend. You know, I consider Randall and my buddy Eric from Missouri my two best friends. I know that they would do anything. And I'll be honest, when you're someone's friend, you're not always going to agree. Me and Eric have had many arguments. Me and Randall have had many arguments. But if you're a true friend, you look past all that bullshit and say, hey, you know what? Sorry for getting into a fight, man. Let's just continue on, you know? And that's anytime I've had an argument with a friend, whether it be Randall. I have tons of, look at my Facebook if you don't think I have any friends. The only people that I have on my Facebook that are not in real life are Tommy. I'm sorry, not Tommy. I've got Sharon. I've never met her, but she's a really nice lady, you know, from the community. And I've got her son, Caleb, on. And then now I just recently added Sega and Pixel. And yeah, they're my friends, but I've never met them in real life. And who's the other one? And then Sega's girlfriend, Rezi. Those are the only people on my Facebook that I'm friends, but I've never met them in real life. Anyone else on my Facebook I've met in real life. And really, on my Facebook, I have friends from work, friends from high school, friends from college. Most of my church family I have on my Facebook. And then I have friends from middle school and elementary that I grew up with on my Facebook. All of those people are my friends, and I keep in touch with as many of my friends I can. Like if I haven't sent a message to someone in a while, I'll be like, hey, you know what? I haven't talked to my friend David from high school in a while. I better shoot him a message. I'll shoot him a message. Give me 1 second. I have to use the restroom. So wherever these people are getting their facts from, it's vicious. It's either vicious lies or vicious rumors. I have friends in my life, and I love all of my friends and all my family. And I choose my friends wisely. Like if I say I'm your friend, Fears will have your back until the end of time. You know, I don't just throw around a friend or me saying you're a friend all willy-nilly. If I say I'm your friend, I'm your friend. You know. So, man, this has been exhausting. I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom. While I'm gone, I do suggest picking this up. I wish it would have been Blu-ray, but it's over 130 episodes. I'm halfway through. Tonight, I'm starting on Season 6. But so far, so good. Very interesting family, but really cool business. They turned a duck whistle into a $1 billion company, and these guys are not just rich, they're fucking bazillionaire rich. So kudos to those guys. So I'll be right back, and then I'll finish the rest of this, and then I'm gonna go because 1, I'm hungry, and 2, I'm just sick and tired of talking about this. But I'm gonna debunk everything when I come back. I just have to use the restroom. I'm back. Alright. Sorry about that. I had to use the restroom. Alright. So yeah, so I have friends. So, I don't know exactly where they're getting their information from. But I have friends. So, but I just wish Crackpot and other people wouldn't say that stuff. So, it's just ridiculous. Let's see, where did I leave off? El Homo said, I know Larry had a near-death experience. Let's see, where did I leave off? Just trying to help out a friend. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when Crackpot said, I don't have any friends. Okay, so let me skim down here. Larry said, don't be sorry. I feel alive and well, which I'm glad, Larry. I'm glad you're alive and well. Just trying to get others to wake up and be happy. Larry, I am happy. Now, I will admit, and I'm not lying when I say this, is my life perfect? No, it's not perfect. But I still think I have a good life. Do I get lonely sometimes? Yes. Like, perfect example, Joey wrote me a couple weeks ago, and Joey, you can confirm this. Just Joey, I guess, felt sorry for me, and a couple weeks ago he wrote me and said, Fears, we really need to get you a girlfriend or a wife or something. And I said, you're preaching to the choir. I said, I know. I said, it's not like I'm not trying. That's probably the only thing that gets me down sometimes. Is that, I'd say 3 things get me down. Me not having a wife yet, because I want to be a dad, a really good dad, how my dad was, and have children, and have a wife, and the whole 9 yards, and hopefully one day that'll come. If it doesn't come, then, yeah, I would be bummed, but it wouldn't be the worst thing. Just some people are just not meant to get married, you know? So that gets me down sometimes. And then, obviously, this troll stuff gets me down, because it's insane that people have to put up with this shit, you know? And then I'd say, is my job the best? No, but I'm not narking my job. It is a good job, but I know for a fact there's better jobs out there. I had a 2-hour conversation with my mom a while back. When I first told you guys, I reapplied and said, hey, Mom, I said, I think I'm going to go for that airline job again. She was like, oh, really? You're thinking about doing that again? I said, well, yeah. I said, I almost made it last time. I said, I only messed up on one test. I said, you were supposed to get a 90 or higher, and I got an 89. So if I would have got one more point, I would have had it. And my mom's like, oh, that's great. I think you should try it again. So I'm just waiting for them to... I got 2 emails back. I'm just waiting for them to email me and let me know when they want me to go to their corporate office, because I'm going to have to fly to their corporate office and do a face-to-face, which I'm really looking forward to. So, Ben Tyler says, I think it's just a little funny how everyone who is friends with Fears either ghosts him. That's not true. Most of my friends get back to me. And Visions, I hope you don't mind, Visions has never ghosted me. Does Visions get back to me? Yes. Does he get back right away? No, because I understand people are busy, but Visions does get back to me. My buddy Eric, he gets back to me. Visions, Eric does the same thing that you do. Eric will either text me and say, hey, Fears, I'm kind of busy right now, but don't worry, I'll get back to you. And I go, yeah, whatever, man, just get back to me when you can. I do the same thing with Visions. Like, Visions will be like, hey, man, sorry I couldn't make the stream. I'm like, don't even worry about it, Visions. I know you're busy. Get to it. Get to the shows when you can get to the shows. Because I appreciate when people do come to my show. Do I know that not everyone can get to every single show? Yes, and I'm fine with that because I understand people have lives. You know, people have lives and people get busy. But Eric always gets back to me. He'll be like, hey, Fierce, it won't be right away because I'm working, but I'll get back to you. Randall always gets back to me. I'd say Randall is the best person that gets back to me lickety-split. You know? Randall, if I contact Randall within 20 or 30 minutes, Randall will get back to me. But again, if Randall didn't, I would understand. Sometimes I don't hear from Randall for 3 or 4 days because Randall's busy doing something. But Not one of my friends has ever ghosted me. So again, Tyler is full of shit, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. You know? But it's just stupid that they have these, I guess, conversations, whatever you want to call them, their little chitty chat in the Discords. And then Crackpot says, I don't think Fierce has friends. They're acquaintances. That's not true. Again, I just went over all my friends in my life. So I have friends. El Homo says, I don't know what that means, and he's referring to Larry. What happened? He seems pissed that I don't know why. I'm not pissed. I'm just frustrated that all this shit started, to me, over me timing him out, basically. So, I don't know. Let's see here. El Homo says, glad that you checked in, Larry. I asked about the Fears drama. To be honest, I don't really care. That's your business. Take care of you. Again, I don't really care. All I care about is that Larry didn't die, because I don't want anyone to die. I'll be honest. Like, I say it all the time, but really I don't want anyone to die. Because it's bad to, however you want to say it, it's bad to put death upon someone, basically, but I should rephrase it. Do I want Quentin to die? No. Do I strongly dislike him? Yes. Do I want Yakov to die? No. Do I strongly dislike him with all the love in my heart? Yes. Same thing with Adam Bachidi. But I don't want anyone to die, despite what people say. Then Larry goes on again saying, Fears lives in a fantasy world. You can draw your own conclusion. Again, I'm a pretty level-headed guy. I don't live in a fantasy world. And then he says, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Guess what, Larry? You're fucking wrong. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, anyway, I'm caught up, and again, it seems like they're talking in the Discord. So again, they didn't prove me wrong. I knew that would happen. You know, I knew they couldn't just listen to me. I knew they couldn't just listen to me and not say anything. I knew as soon as I said all this, because it's the truth, they were gonna just, talk, and and say whatever they're gonna say. So I guarantee you, it's more hate towards me and more bad stuff. So it's ridiculous. It really is. But I also debunked some other stuff that and Walter said, "Oh, Fears, I believe you. I definitely believe you. I told Walter they think that I stole something from Walmart. That was a massive misunderstanding. I never once stole anything. And I've told the real story many a times, but they're going to believe whatever they're going to believe. But I told Walter, and this is the exact story, I said, I was running late to work, and I had to buy groceries, and I wanted to do it real quick and take it to my house. And I had the cart filled to the brim. And there was stuff in between some stuff, and I scanned almost all of it, and I forgot to scan a few things, and I 100% thought that I had scanned everything. Evidently, I didn't, and I put all that stuff in the bag, so the camera thought I was trying to steal it, and I wasn't. So as I got to the door, they said, can you just step in here real quick? And I said, yeah, why? What's the problem? And they said, oh, we just need to check your receipt. I had no idea that they were going to keep me there. And they said, well, we're sorry to inform you, we're calling the police. And I said, why? And they were like, well, you tried to steal something. And I said, no, here's my receipt. And they said, well, you didn't pay for this, you didn't pay for that, you didn't pay for this. And I said, I really thought I scanned everything. I said, I'm really sorry. I said, I was in a rush. And I told Walter the exact story. And he goes, that seems like a misunderstanding. I said, it was. I said, it was a big misunderstanding. So I said, I have no problem going back over there and rescanning everything and paying for everything. I said, I don't have a problem with that at all. And I guess they had gotten stolen from before, and some lady came in and said, no, it's too late. We're calling the cops. We're going to make an example out of you. I said, there's no reason to take it that far. Not at all. I said, I have no problem paying for all this. And I guess the lady just wouldn't have it because the cop said, well, I'm not going to take you to jail in handcuffs, but you're going to have to pay for all this. And he goes, we're going to ban you. So I was banned from that individual Walmart for I think it was a couple of months. Now I can go back to that Walmart. And I had to hire a lawyer and get all that stuff taken off my record. So now my record is clean. Over a massive misunderstanding. And the judge made me take some type of anti-theft class. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So all over a misunderstanding. That's the real story. And I've told it many times, and you guys can believe me or not, but that is 100% what happened. 100%. The next one is, I don't know how this one started, but I've said it many times, and it's the most ridiculous one. Oh, Fears loves fucking aliens. I don't know how that one started. I've never had a close encounter, I've never seen an alien, and I've never fucked an alien. So whoever made that one up is a fucking moron. And then whenever I had to do surgery, they said I killed that family. I've never killed anyone in my life. I was on the way to work, and it was a four-way. I was going this way, and cars were going this way. And they said that I was doing a live stream while I was driving. No. I told Walter what really happened. I said, I was on the phone, but I was not on a live stream. I was on the phone with Randall, but I didn't even have it in my hand. It was hands-free. I had Randall on speakerphone. If you guys think I'm lying, ask Randall, because Randall heard the crash. I didn't even have my hand. Randall, the phone was on the side passenger seat. I was driving, and I was just talking to Randall as I was going to work. And I had a green light. It was my right of way. And I guess this guy over here thought he could nip across. And as I went this way, he came, hit my back left tire. I spun around, and my car hit a family. Did they get hurt? They did get hurt. And not all the family members went to the hospital. But they did get hurt, but nobody died. I actually got the worst of it. I was in the hospital for 14 days because the airbag hit my chest and my stomach so hard that it ruptured a blood vessel and it killed some of my small intestines. That's why I've got that big cut. And also a piece of metal broke off and went into my stomach. I don't know, something off the dash. Some piece of metal broke off. I don't know from where. And went into my stomach, and it nicked an artery. So it was like all of those things. So I was not only did some of my small intestines die, and they said they had to cut that piece out of me. I nicked an artery because of that metal that went into my stomach, and they said you're bleeding internally, and if we don't fix the artery, you'll be dead within a week, And they said the airbag actually hit you really hard, which caused all of this and the piece of metal. So I got the worst of it. So again, I told Walter this story. I said, but Walter, what do? I said, they make me out to be the bad guy, saying that I killed that family and I killed those kids. I would never kill anyone. But again, they make me out to be the bad guy, So I'm just debunking all that. So I hope you guys believe me. I hope my loving and loyal fans believe me, because it's 100% true. So it is what it is. So that's my final say on it. So I covered everything. And I wish people in that Discord, because as I was reading it, I looked down and there's just tons of messages, tons of new messages. So they probably didn't listen to one word I had to say. And I was like, I'll be astounded if they just listen to me and not say anything new, like any new messages. But clearly they didn't, because they're going to believe whatever they're going to believe. But I hope my loyal fans believe me. So I caught you up, Visions. I caught everybody up. That's what's been going on. Again, I have nothing against Larry. I don't have anything against Larry. But for some reason, he's got something against me, and he's making up all these vicious lies and saying I'm living in a fantasy world, and I'm this, and I'm that, and I don't know. It just is what it is. But anyway, I'm telling 100% the truth. What happened? That's everything that happened. So I hope things get better. I hope things don't get any worse. So, and again, I don't intend to have Larry blocked forever. You know, and I hope me and Larry can talk at some point and settle this because man, it's exhausting. Anyway, that's pretty funny, Jason. I'm going to answer all these comments and then I'm going to head out because one, I'm going to do some editing tonight, and two, I have to go into work early. Because I'm picking up some girl sick, and I'm picking up her shift. So before I go into work, I'm gonna do some editing. Geodude says, I mean, this is not me saying this. Geodude said this. He says, I mean, Larry did not try to kiss you while visiting. No, he didn't. Walter says, what's up, friends? Vision says, ahoy, Walter. He says, hey, Exhumed Visions, I'm messaging you in the Discord about some T-shirts I want made. Oh, there you go, buddy. Some more merch. Walter said, Fears did call me yesterday. Thanks for letting me know, informing me of all what's going on. I've been out of the country all week and didn't look at YouTube once. So yes, we did talk. We did. Walter says, I can't confirm or deny if the hoverboard or the signatures are real. But like I told Fears, if he likes it, that's all that matters. I do like it. And again, who doesn't like Back to the Future? So, but I'm telling you guys the truth. The hoverboard is not real. I never said it was real. The signatures are real. I have paperwork that says it's real, and I have that authenticity card. So I don't think this guy would try to fuck me over. And even if he did, it wasn't like I paid $3,000 like they're blowing it out of proportion. I paid $250, and the guy wanted $450. And I even say that when I edit the vlog, you guys will say I told the whole story in the vlog. I'm like, hey guys, I was walking past this guy's booth. I saw the hoverboard. I'm like, oh shit, Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future. Cool. I asked him how much it was. He was like, hey, how about $450? And I was like, would you do $200? And then he said, how about $260? And I said, all right, well, let's meet in the middle. How about $250? To me, that's a pretty good deal. Visions, you even said I got a good deal on it. But I never once said that it was real. The signatures are real, though. The hoverboard, not so much. And I'm telling the honest-to-God truth. I don't know what else to do to make you guys believe me. So I don't care if the trolls believe me because, you know, they've already made up their mind about me, but I hope my loyal fans believe me because I have no reason to lie anymore. I'm telling the honest-to-God truth. Oh, man. This is exhausting. Anyway, moving right along here. Geodude says, I'm not disputing the card, but that photo could have been taken, and he could have been signing any hoverboard. Yeah, I agree. But it doesn't look fake, Jason. It looks 100% real. The guy handed me some papers, and it looked official. It had like an official stamp on it and the card, and he said that he bought it in auction and all that. So, yeah. And it had papers saying that the signature was, legit. You know? So, I don't know. To me, it looked pretty real. What's up, Carmine? Carmine, I wasn't trying to ignore you or anyone. I was trying to just get all of my thoughts across and start from the top and go all the way down. Carmine says, hey, Exhumed Visions, hope you're having a good day. What's up, Danny? Let's see here. What the heck is going on? Well, now you know what the heck is going on, because I just sat here for an hour and told you guys. Danny said, you know what, Piers? I did fuck an alien, just not an illegal alien. Well, there you go, Danny. That was actually pretty funny. A pun on a pun on a pun. I don't know where that one started. Someone, I don't remember. I think it was Pixel. It wasn't Visions. Pixel or Larry or somebody messaged me one day and said, Fears, you're never going to believe this. And I said, what? And they said, oh, I've been hearing in the Discord somebody made up some rumor that you fucked an alien? And I was like, oh, God, here we go. I'm like, no. And then, as a joke, I don't remember who messaged me. They're like, Fears, did you really see an alien? I was like, no, I've never had an alien encounter. It would be cool, though, to see if alien life actually exists. But I've never fucked an alien. But I don't know how that one started. I really don't know how that one started. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, what did you say, Visions? You retracted it. It's a... Visions, I don't care. Visions, you can write whatever you want. Go ahead and say what you wanted, because I just saw you retract it. Go ahead. Say whatever you want. Thanks for explaining everything. Well, you're welcome. Again, and I'm not mad. It just gets frustrating explaining this shit every... It seems like every 8 months to a year... I have to debunk all the rumors, you know? It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I really wish they would just leave me alone and let me live my life in peace. And if you don't like... I've said it a million times. If you don't like my friends' content... I'm sorry, if you don't like my content, you don't have to... you don't have to watch, you know? So, Vision says the new Discord comments are worth looking at. To be honest, I doubt that. I guarantee you, Visions, it's a bunch of hate. I may look at it before I go to work tonight. I'm not going to look at it anytime soon, but I really doubt it. So yeah. Collectible resellers are usually good, honest people, and Jeff has been dealing with these vendors for quite a long time. And I've been going to Jeff's shows since 2019. And me and Jeff became friends like really quickly. Jeff is such a nice guy. That's another friend. Me and Jeff are planning, before I go and visit my parents and go on vacation and all that, Jeff, I said, hey, Jeff, I said... because Jeff didn't know that I got a season pass, and he was like, Fears, why didn't you tell me? I was like, I guess it slipped my mind. I said, Jeff, I thought you already knew. I've told my fans many times that I had a seasonal pass. And he said, well, we should go, Fears. I said, but why don't we go to Disney and have a hangout day, buddy, before I go on vacation? So me and Jeff have been trying to plan that. So, and Jeff was like, oh yeah, Fears, we should totally vlog. And I was like, that's cool, man. I'm like, if you want to hang out and do a Disney vlog with me, go for it. I said, I've done many Disney vlogs. So at some point, me and Jeff are going to do that. Hopefully we can do it. He said, well, he goes, I do get busy, Fears, because I'm planning all the shows. But he said, if we don't go before you go on your trips, we'll definitely go after you get back. And I said, yeah. I said, dude, just let me know, you know? So yeah. Vision says, was the seller's name Aaron? No. No, it wasn't Aaron. It wasn't Aaron. Visions, and I know Visions is making a joke. There's a guy that used to be in the community. I don't remember his name, but he had like a toy store. It wasn't. What the fuck is his name? I've heard about it. Everyone in the community's told me. I've seen a couple of his videos. Visions. I know who you're talking about. The Aaron. He's got the crazy wife, and they own a toy store, and then his house is like a shithole, and it's like Aaron never cleans it or whatever. What the hell was? I can't pronounce his name. It's like Aaron Kakarshi or something like that. Is that who you're talking about? No, it wasn't Aaron. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I know who you're talking about, Visions. It's not him. No, it was the guy that I bought it from. I went up to this booth. It was two guys at the booth. And again, I have no reason to lie. But I guarantee it wasn't Aaron. I don't know if some of these people are jealous of me. I don't get it. Like, I thought people would think it was cool that I got the hoverboard, you know? Like, I was sure as hell excited when I got the hoverboard. So, I don't know if some people are like, oh, like, we're jealous of Fierce because he got... I don't know what it is. I don't know why a lot of people don't like me. But again, I've got a lot of people in here that do like me. I say this and I mean it 100% positively. I really wish... I know some of those trolls are not going to believe me, but I mean it. I wish we could all get along. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. I hate doing this shit. I absolutely hate it. It's exhausting. It's frustrating. I'm just like, dude, leave me alone. Just cut me some slack. Like, just leave me the hell alone. You know, it's just, I don't get it, man. I really don't. But no, that was a funny joke, though, Visions. No, it wasn't Aaron. I've never met him, but I've heard about him, and I've seen over the years, like, Pixel has linked me to a few of those videos, but I didn't watch much because I wasn't sure. I don't remember who. Someone told me that Aaron Kakarshi guy is friends with that Pick Rob guy and with Matt Man, and as soon as I heard that, I was like, nope, I don't want to be associated with any of those guys. I don't know if that's true, but that's just what I heard. And I'm not really into gossip, and I'm not really into rumors, but I was like, well, better be safe than sorry, because I'm like, you guys know that Matt Man is a scumbag, and Pick Rob is a scumbag, and anyone that associates with those guys are scumbags in these eyes. Because the shit that Matt Man has done to children, I can only imagine, and that's fucking disgusting, and it really pisses me off. Because nobody should hurt a child. Nobody. But anyway. But I'm sure I didn't get Aaron's name right. I'm sure, so I apologize. I don't know how to really pronounce his name. But yes, I have heard of him, Visions, and again, I've only seen, like, is that true? Does he hang out with Pick Rob and all those guys? Because I don't even know if that's true. Anyway, I guess it doesn't matter, but no, he didn't sell it to me. But that was a funny joke, buddy. Anyway, well, I'm going to take off, and all I got to say is I hope things get better between me and Larry. I never wanted this to happen, and I really think it all stemmed from me timing him out a month ago, because it's like clockwork. I timed him out, and then a few weeks later, if you look at the timeline, he got into the hospital, and then he started talking badly about me in the Discord. So, if I'm right, the timeline looks like, you know, again, I don't want to say that and create a rumor, because if that's not right, then I'm just as bad as those guys for making up rumors about me. So, yeah. Vision says, Pick Rob is a frequent guest. Okay, well then, I'm glad. I'm glad that I blocked Aaron Kiskarski, or whatever his name is. The only two... I saw like 2 or 3 videos from back in the day when Pixel linked me the videos. So, I don't watch Aaron on a regular basis, you know. Anyway. But I did not know that, Visions. Anyway. What's up, Brock? You must be a new follower. I'm sorry that, because I've never seen you in my chat, I'm sorry that you're a new follower and you have to come in and see all this drama. You know, because I don't think I've ever I'm looking at your profile picture right now, and I don't think I've ever seen you in my chat. So, I'm sorry that you came into all this craziness. Every 8 months to a year, this happens, where I have to sit down and say, here's what's real, and here's what's fake. Here's my loving and loyal fans. Here's a bunch of idiots that makes fun of me. And they sit in a Discord. Hell, if anyone is in a fantasy world, it's all those idiots that sit in a Discord and just type all day. I'm so glad I left that Discord. I mean, every once in a blue moon, I stick my head in, because not everyone in that Discord is bad. A lot of people are bad in there, but not everybody, Nah, Fears, I've been here before. No sweat, buddy. Okay, well, if you have been here before, Brock, it must have been it must be quite a long time since you've been here, or maybe you've just watched and you haven't commented. But I'll be honest, I've never seen you in the chat. So, but if I do have a bad memory when it comes to some things, not all things. But if I did forget about you, then I apologize. So anyway, so I hope everybody understands now, and I really hope this is the last fucking time I have to do this, because this gets old. It really does. But it's been a while, yeah. Okay, that's probably why I didn't remember you, which I apologize. So, yeah, but this gets really old. I hope this is the very last time I have to do this. I mean, my thing is if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything, But I know that those trolls won't do that. They'll just keep talking and keep talking. And I hate to say it, no matter what I do, no matter what I say, there's always going to be naysayers and haters out there. And I really don't know what else to do. I mean, I try to ignore it the best way I can. And sometimes the best way of ignoring it is just to time people out or block people. And I hate to say, and I knew that I was going to get a bunch of shit when I had to unblock Larry and I couldn't find him, and a friend said, Fears, it's just easier if you unblock everybody and then reblock the trolls. So, yeah. It's just exhausting. Oh yeah, I know Visions. Yeah, I wish the Discord wouldn't alert people when I come in. And the reason why I came in like 9 times yesterday is all that shit was going down and my internet was bad, and I tried to call Walter like 9 or 10 times and the connection was bad, so I kept going in and going out and trying to fix my internet. And finally, around here, my internet isn't the best. Sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's horrible. So that was one of the reasons why I joined like 9 times, and finally my internet started working. And then Walter said to me, well, Fears, it wasn't just your internet. He goes, I actually rebooted my internet. And then me and Walter had that conversation for like an hour. So, but yeah, usually Visions I come in, I don't know, maybe a couple times a week but I only stay for like 5 minutes. I like read everything and get caught up and then I leave. Because it's pointless to stay in there because I get so much hate. And I'm not about hate. I'm all about positive vibes, and I do my best to put on a really good show. I do my best to make content. And I hate to say it, because I shouldn't be like this, but I try to please everybody. I'm like, well, if someone doesn't like this, then maybe they'll like this video. But again, I learned very quickly in film school, you cannot please everybody. And if the thing is if they don't like me that much, then why watch me? If they've got something so against me, you don't have to watch. But I know I'm a good person. I know I'm a good person, I know I'm a good person. I I haven't done... Yeah, I've made a few mistakes in my life, but I've never made any horrible, terrible things in my life. So I know I'm not I know I'm not a perfect person, but hell, no one's a perfect person. But I really wish they would just get off my back. I really do. Because it just gets exhausting, you know? So I doubt it'll ever change. I hope what I said today actually helped. I really hope that what I said today made things worse. I hope that was not the case, because that was not my intention. I said I'll have a great stream, and then at the end, I'll just say, hey guys, I gotta have a serious talk. And I even put that in the description of this video. You know? So if people think I'm lying, look in the description. I said, we're going to do a nerd haul, we're going to review these movies, and then I said something to the effect of, I got to talk to the fans about something. So this is what I wanted to say. So Larry, let me say it one more time. I don't know what happened. Larry, if I offended you, I apologize. But I didn't appreciate how you were trying to tell me how to live my life, because I don't tell anyone how to live their life. Like, that would be like me saying, hey, Visions, you can no longer be goth. No goth. No goth. Visions would look at me and go, Fears, have you got a fart in your brain? Because Visions likes being goth. But again, I'm just using that as an example, Visions. I would never tell you how to live and how to dress and what you do with your life. That's like me saying, you can't have your business. You know? Down with the business, I would never say that. So when, I keep saying Walter, excuse me, Walter, not Walter. When Larry said, Fears, you live in a fantasy world, and hey, Fears, and he made fun of the people in my life, I was like, that is so disgusting. I'm like, I have wonderful people in my life. Wonderful people in my life. So that was the reason why I got upset. And then it made me even more upset that when Tyler said, well, he got mad at Larry for no apparent reason. No, there was a reason. There was an absolute reason why I got upset. But again, they change up the story, and they always make me out to be the most terrible guy ever. And it just gets exhausting. But anyway. So, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. God, how long have we been going for? Oh, wow. I thought we were only at an hour and 30 minutes. God, we've been going for 2 hours and 33 minutes. Good Lord. Whew. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. And I hope I never have to explain myself like this again. Because, like I said, it gets exhausting. But Vision says nobody's perfect. I agree, Visions. I 100% agree. Nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. Larry's not perfect. Even those trolls are not perfect. I really wish that they would stop talking about me and leave me alone. But I doubt they ever will. But, I mean, what are you going to do? But to all the people that do care about my life, and to all the people that care about my content and like me, I can't thank you guys enough, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support and you guys watching and all the positive comments and you guys enjoying my live. I got some new videos coming. I've just been kind of depressed lately because of all this crazy shit, and I just haven't been in the mood to edit. But I finally grabbed my phone, and I downloaded so many videos off my phone that are going to go into my vlogs, and so many pictures that I need to upload to my Facebook. So again, tonight I'm going to work on some of that. I'm going to work on some videos, and I'm going to work on updating and uploading some pictures on my Facebook. So all that is coming soon. And I really am sorry to the fans that I had to end a stream like this and talk about all this stuff, but I had just had enough of the rumors. I mean, it seems like every 8 months to a year, I get sick and tired of hearing the rumors, and I'm like, that's just completely untrue. I never said that. I never did that. And I get sick and tired of them making me out to be a bully and the most terrible person ever. And I'm like, I'm not a terrible person. I'm like, I've always tried to do the right thing in my life. Have I made a few mistakes? Yes. But again, what I said and what Vision said, nobody's perfect. So I hope everybody understands, and whether you believe me or not, and that goes for everybody, I really don't care, because I know what happened. I know the truth. And everything that I said today was 100% on the level, very truthful. I swear on my father's grave, everything that I said was the truth. And you guys know how much I love my dad, and I would not disrespect my dad by lying about something. So everything I said was 100% true. So I hope you guys believe me, and if not, then I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna take off because it's getting late, and it's already 5:14, and I still need to go for my walk. So I'm gonna go for a walk and then come back and make some dinner, and I still got some laundry to do, and then I'm gonna edit, and then take a nap, and then I'm gonna mosey on off to work. But we'll see, Visions. We'll see if I look at those comments, but I don't know if they're worth looking at. But well, can you tell me, are they at least positive, or are they not positive? Because the way you worded it, you said, well, hang on. The way you worded it, you said they're worth looking at. Hang on, let's see where was it? You said the new Discord comments are worth looking at. To be honest, so I don't know if that means that they're good, positive comments, or they're bad. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, Visions, if I look at them. But from past experience, it's probably a bunch of comments, just more hate towards me. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna take off, but I appreciate everybody watching, and I appreciate my loving and loyal fans understanding and why I had to sit down and say, here's what's the truth, here are the rumors, and I really hope I don't have to do this ever again, because it was exhausting, because I didn't, probably, like, if I wouldn't have said anything, the show probably would have ended like an hour and a half ago, but I was like, no, Fears, just sit down and just talk about everything, so yeah. Larry says we live in a fantasy world. See, I don't understand it. I don't live in a fantasy world, and also he wants to come back to Florida to fist fight me. Why? I have not done anything to Larry that would involve a fist fight. Like, why does he want to fight me? I've said it multiple times. I have nothing against Larry. Why does he want to get into a fist fight? See, to me, I think that's him blowing it out of proportion. This is ridiculous. Well, you can tell him I don't want to fight Larry. I'll say it again before I end the live. I don't have anything against Larry. I don't know what he's going through. I don't know why this started. Violence does not solve anything. I don't want to fight Larry. I've just sat here. I said it multiple times. I just sat here for an extra hour and a half, and I've said it multiple times. I have nothing against Larry. I could see him wanting to fight me if I called Larry a bunch of names and a bunch of nasty comments towards Larry, but I never said anything nasty against Larry. There's no reason to have a fist fight. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Well, all I can say to that is, Larry, I don't want to fight you. Larry, for the 1 millionth time, I have nothing against you. But Larry, you do what you think you need to do. I'm going to do me. I'm going to keep making my content. I'm going to keep working on my life. And I'm going to keep searching for a lady. And I'm going to keep making my life better each and every day. And I wish you well, Larry. And one day I will unblock you. You know, not anytime soon. But Larry, when you start acting like a human being, that's when I'll unblock you. But I don't know what's going on with you, Larry, and I don't wish any ill will on you. I don't want to fight you. I wish you well, Larry. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. I'm baffled. I really am baffled. See, to me, that's acting very immature. But anyway, I'm just going to ignore it. So anyway, well, I appreciate you letting me know about that, Visions. Thank you. Probably before I go to work tonight, I'll probably go in there and probably read it. But, well, it seems like nothing I said, well, to people that actually listen to me, it probably helped with them. But it seems like nothing I said to the people in the Discord, it didn't seem like anything I said helped them understand me at all. But I appreciate you guys listening, because I've seen nothing but positive comments in the chat today. And it seems like you guys understand where I'm coming from. So, anyway, I'm going to take off because this was tiring. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. So anyway. Well, tonight, like I said, I'm going to watch that movie Gone, and I'm probably going to watch... I'm going to watch that movie Gone, and I'm also going to watch Star Trek. Well, I hope. I've got a lot of things to do tonight before I go to work, so if I only get to one movie, I'm really curious to find out if that Gone movie that I got at Goodwill is any good, because I've never heard of it. But if I get to 2 movies tonight, it's going to be Star Trek 6 and Gone. So those will be the reviews for tomorrow. And to Larry's comment that says nobody cares about my movie reviews, that's fine, Larry. I like movies, and I know some people like the reviews. I don't care if nobody likes it, which I know that's a lie, because I know a lot of people like my lives, and a lot of people like my content. Does everybody? Not everybody likes my content, which is okay, because no one on YouTube likes everything. I'm sure there's tons of people that don't like all of Robin Atwood's videos. I'm sure there's people that watch Casey Neistat and don't like all of his videos, you know. So, but I know there's a lot of people that like my content, and all I can do is just I'm not gonna give up on my YouTube dreams, you know, and I'm not gonna give up on my dreams in real life. They say all this stuff to, like, they haven't said it recently, but at one time, I don't remember, some troll said, "Fears, we will not stop until we get you to quit." And I'm like, I'm never gonna quit, so you should just give up now. So yeah. Anyway, let me read these last comments, and then I'm gonna get out of here, because I am getting I need to go on my walk, and then I'm going to the gym tomorrow, and then after my walk, I'm going to take a shower and get something to eat, and then start editing, and then probably watch 1 or 2 of those movies, and then take a nap, and then go into work. Let's see here. Walter says, oh shit. Walter, I know you're kidding. Walter says, "Hey Fears, are you gay for paying Visions?" I don't know what the hell that means, Walter. The answer is no. Yo, what's up, Fears? What's up, man? And then he says, and then Vision says, "Hey, Walter, Burgers are not cheap. Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. Good old Walter and Visions with that dark humor, my friends. Walter says, it's okay then, Visions. Oh, my Lord. Oh, Lord. Vision says, you should watch a Kung Fu type movie to brush up on your self-defense moves. You know what, Visions? I do have the complete series of the Kung Fu television show. I started on it, and I haven't finished it. So, at some point, I'm going to watch Kung Fu, because, again, my dad introduced me to Kung Fu, but when he introduced it to me, we watched the sequel. I don't know if you guys remember Kung Fu: The Legend Continues, where it was with Kane. It was the grandson of Kane, because Kane was in the first series, and it was the grandson of Kane, and the grandson of Kane went on adventures with his son. So me and my dad watched Kung Fu: The Legend Continues, and I loved it so much that my dad was like, oh, John, if you liked Kung Fu: The Legend Continues, then one day we'll sit down and watch Kung Fu, the first one. And I said, okay, Dad. And I remember me and my dad started it, and we never finished it, unfortunately. But when I moved out here, I brought the Kung Fu television series with me. So at some point, Visions, I'm going to watch Kung Fu, all the series, every episode, and review it for you guys. But right now, I'm really enjoying Duck Dynasty. I'm going to finish Duck Dynasty, and the next one, I'll either start watching Uncle, or I'm thinking about either Uncle or Cheers or the Dukes of Hazzard. One of those three is coming up next. Maybe Kill Bill. You know what, Walter? I've never seen the Kill Bill movies. Never. I've heard of them. I've just never seen them. Never. Oh, nice. Yeah, you need a sword, Fears. I don't have a sword, but I've got a dagger up there. I've got the Kano knife dagger, so I should be fine. But you know what, Visions? I don't need to brush up on anything, because I think Larry is overreacting, and I'm not going to fight Larry. You know? I think that's ridiculous. So, yeah. Shit, I missed the stream. Did you figure out what scene the hoverboard was used in? And no, it's not real. That was the misconception. I never said it was real. The signatures are real. So yeah, I was thinking the 5-finger death punch. I don't even know what that is, Walter. So yeah. What the hell is going on in here? I looked back. Holy crap. Well, you may want to watch the whole thing back. Basically, I told everybody what was going on between me and Larry. And again, I don't know completely what the hell is going on between me and Larry. Apparently, he didn't like that I timed him out, and then a couple weeks later, he got into the hospital for something, and he won't tell anybody why he was in the hospital. And then I got mad at him because he made fun of how I live my life, and he made fun of the people in my life, and then he tried to convince me that trolls are good people when they're really not. They're really not. So, I basically explained the whole story. So if you want to go back and watch all of it, you're more than welcome. Oh man, get Kill Bill. The first 2 DVDs I bought were Kill Bill Volume 1 and Cowboy. Really? Are they that good, Visions? Kill Bill. Isn't it Kill Bill Volume 1 and Kill Bill Volume 2? I know it's got the guy that played Kane in it. I know he's in it, and I know he passed away a few years ago, the guy that played Kane, but man, my dad loved Kung Fu. That was another television series that my dad loved. It sucks that me and my dad never got to finish watching. We started watching Kung Fu, and then I think we stopped because my dad started getting even more sick, and then unfortunately he passed away. Which, by the way, on my trip, I'm going to go visit. Every time I go back home, I always bring my dad some flowers and visit my dad. But since my grandma passed away at the beginning of this year, I have yet to go visit her grave. So on this new trip, I'm going to go visit my grandma and my dad. Probably on the same day. So, yeah. Anyway. I don't even think... Never seen Kung Fu? Oh, man, Dr. Jenkins. Kung Fu is fucking great. Oh, my God. It's so good. I need to watch the whole series. Ah, yes. Young grasshopper. Grasshopper. Take the pebble. If you can take the pebble from my hand, you are a true warrior, young grasshopper. I probably got that quote wrong, but he says some shit like that, and it's great. Young grasshopper. Take the pebble from my hand, and you will be an ultimate ninja warrior. He says some shit like that. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to watch it. I need to watch the whole series. I really do. But I'll be honest. I'm going to finish this. This Duck Dynasty, if you guys have not seen it. This is a good... So far, it's a good watch. It's not really a sitcom. It's more of a reality show. Like, they film... how they do their business and how they make duck calls, and they film like them interacting with their family and their lives and stuff. It's a good watch. You should get it. I think it was like $30 for 130 episodes. It's at Walmart right now, so go to your local Walmart and get it. So I did enjoy this though. Last night, I rented this from my library, so tomorrow after work I have to take this back so I don't get any late fees at the library. This is a good watch, and I will be adding this to my collection at some point. So, I watched this for the first time ever in my life, and it was an awesome watch. The only thing I didn't like I said, was the beginning. They need to tell those details. You can't just say, oh, well... something happened with the ship, and we're not going to explain why, and it sent you 2,000 years into the future. People want to know that stuff. Why? What happened to the ship? Why did you get sent into the future, and why did the astronauts sleep for 2,000 years? So it was a lot of unanswered questions. It only started getting good when the astronauts woke up. They see a red light flashing, so obviously... there's something wrong with the ship. They crash into a lake, and their ship is sinking, and they have to grab all their supplies, and they make it to shore. And then that's when the real movie starts, because then they see the ape-like creatures, and then they see normal humans, and they're like, well, what the fuck is going on? And how the fuck did this happen? And then it's them battling against the ape-like creatures, and then the ape-like creatures are battling it out against the humans, and we evolved from apes, human beings, and there was a lot going on in this movie, but it was one of those futuristic movies. Like I'll say again, all those futuristic movies will either cut it one or two ways. Either it'll be, it's a great utopian society, everything's perfect, nothing bad happens, or it's like a Mad Max kind of world where it's a dystopia and the world has gone to shit and mad chaos has ensued all over the fucking place. So yeah. So this world, it's a little bit of both. Like towards the end of the movie, there's like a sign of hope, but a lot of the movie is like, oh my god, the world has gone to shit in a handbag. So yeah. Anyway, I'm taking off, but I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm sorry that I had to sit here for an hour and a half and discuss all this madness. Well, now it's 2:54, so almost 3 hours. But you know what? I haven't done a long stream in quite a while, but I hope you guys believe me. And I don't really care what those idiots in the Discord have to say, because I'm not lying about anything. And that's all I know. I don't even know the whole story when it comes to me and Larry. I really don't. I told you guys what I knew. That's it. Because that's all I know. So if you guys hear anything more, you let me know. But anyway, I'm taking off, but I will see you guys tomorrow, and I'll try and get up some new videos when I can. I'll be honest. I've been depressed because of all this shit. I mean, it does get to me sometimes. I know I shouldn't let it, but it's just a pain in the butt sometimes, and it whenever all this chaos is going on, I can't think clearly while I'm editing. And normally, whenever I edit and I'm at my best, it's when I'm inspired. I'm like, oh man, I just went to this fucking convention, or oh man, I did this vlog, and oh man, I'm so excited to edit this video. The fans are gonna like freak out. Oh, the fans are gonna fucking love it, man. That's when I edit the best. But whenever I'm kind of sad or I'm depressed, you guys can tell because you guys have been watching my videos for quite a long time. You're like, something's up with Fears because this isn't like a normal way he edits a vlog. So I try not to edit when I'm like this, but I haven't uploaded a video in quite a long time, so I'll try to get something out tonight or tomorrow. So I appreciate all my loving and loyal fans bearing with me, and for all the haters, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Again, at the start of this, I said I'm going to try and say it nicely. I haven't offended, well, I hope I haven't offended anybody. I didn't call all my loyal fans any names. You know, obviously I called the trolls idiots because when I say that, I'm not calling them an idiot. I'm saying that they're acting like idiots. Because they are. They like to keep this drama up, you know. So that's what it is. It's just drama. So, Visions, I promise you, from one friend to another, remember when you said, hey, Fears, I think you kind of like the drama? I'm here to say, Visions, you're my buddy, you're my pal. I 100% hate drama. I can't stand this shit. I wish, I've said it many times, I wish that we could all get along. I really do. I mean that sincerely. I mean it sincerely. So, and I hope what I've said today actually helps. I don't know if it will help, but I hope it helps. I hope everybody understands where I'm coming from. So, anyway, I'm going to take off, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to The Fears Man, Fears Man 26. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Subscribe to my friend Randall, Cameo Man 2021, and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow Tommy NC 2010. Tommy, I am going to buy your comic books pretty soon, my friend. And last but certainly not least, follow that wonderful person that is the Sega Camp Gamer. Sega will be back in September with all of his content. I believe that's what he told me. So, as far as I know, that's when he's coming back. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Deuces. This is Fears taking off. And I'll see you later.